Hey everyone, it's Craig. Before we get into the show, just want to tell you about patreon.com/Katya and Craig. That's right, patreon.com/Katya and Craig. We have $5, $7, and $10 reward tiers. Now for $5, you get bonus episodes every month. For $7, you get bonus episodes and listener questions episodes. And for $10, well, you get the bonus episodes, you get the listener questions episodes, and you get our movie club episodes. As you likely already know, Trixie Mattel joined us last month for Contact, and this month, Miss Mardell is returning to talk all about Scream, only on Movie Club. And shortly after that, Laganja Estranja is coming back to the podcast to talk all about Waiting for Guffman. Now, you can only get that on Patreon, which is at patreon.com/Katya and Craig.
A Russian ballerina, stomping on a bureaucrat. A perky suburban housewife who just got into scat. It's whimsically volatile.
Chicken. I love chicken.
There we go. There we go. We got the show.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much for coming.
It's really just about what does our guest like to eat.
Yeah.
And,
oh my God.
Can we prepare it?
Yeah.
This podcast will be hours long.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the complex multi-talents of the inimitable, the incomparable, the singing, dancing, and rapping sensation direct from your television screens in RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 3, the Brujeria herself, Aja The Kween.
Oh, yes.
There you go. Oh, that got me all flushed. Welcome.
Hola, hi.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Oh my God, you sound like you work at a bodega.
¿Cómo está, mija?
Oh, are you Puerto Rican now?
Sí, claro.
He moonlights, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I moonlight as a bodega.
As a bodega.
As
That's
a bodega.
right.
As a bodega. As a bodega.
Not as a person, but as the bodega.
It's his new conceptual thing. That's what his new show that's coming to the UK and,
Yeah,
and all
that's
that.
Am I
it.
a person, a place, or a
Do
thing?
you speak Spanish?
I can.
Do you speak Spanish?
I kind of can.
You kind of can.
I think I can.
I think. Okay, well, that's attitude is everything.
Exactly, yeah.
Attitude is everything.
So what gave you this belief?
Yeah. Wait, can you, dude? Why did I think you spoke Spanish?
Because everyone thinks I'm Latin.
Oh.
So
What are you actually?
I'm Arab and black, but everyone thinks I'm Latin because I have my winter coat on. That's me. My skin gets really light in the winter, especially.
Yeah.
Arab and black. Wow.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know.
Out.
Well,
Get out.
this was nice.
Look, I'm doing this on behalf of him, so it's not me that's saying it. I feel bad about it, but
So okay, yeah, maybe I guess that's why for some reason. What is your real name, if you don't mind?
Well, I'm adopted.
Okay.
So it gets a little.
I don't want to get that personal. I didn't want to get that personal.
complex. No, when I was adopted, my name was translated, or not translated, but changed. But my adopted name is Jesus or Jesus.
yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
But my real name is Isa.
Isa.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. How do you spell that?
I think it's just like
I-S-A?
ISA.
S-I-S-A.
That's how I would spell it.
Isa. And okay, fascinating. How old are you?
I'm 20. I'm going to be 25 tomorrow. It's my birthday.
Oh my God! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday
to you.
So,
yes.
so you must be a Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn,
Capricorn.
Virgo.
Yeah.
But I'm an Aries
yeah,
rising.
that's right,
I'm an
that's
Aries
right.
rising.
Aries rising. Okay, all right. And do you live here now in Los Angeles? No,
No, but I somehow find myself
You're always here.
more than I am in New York.
always. That's right. You're a New Yorker.
Yeah.
New Yorker.
It's in the attitude.
Brooklyn. Yeah.
Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy.
Oh, okay.
Bed-Stuy. Very dangerous place, Bed-Stuy.
Oh, not anymore. I mean, if you find a vegan restaurant,
Oh, it's fully
dangerous.
gentrified.
That's danger. You want to talk about putting your life at risk?
Well, I'm allergic to nuts, so that is a risk.
Oh,
for me.
yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah, I can't eat like fake dairy or fake anything because like I'm allergic to almonds. I'm allergic to
All
like,
types of nuts.
Well, not peanuts because I love a Reese's peanut butter.
Oh,
Not peanuts.
Not
Like
peanuts. Well,
almonds.
Oh, well,
that's handy because 50 million monkeys can't be wrong,
they
as
can't
we
be
know.
wrong. Hold on.
Yeah,
We have
hang on a moment.
a gorgeous song for you. Perhaps you could cover it on your next album.
I'm sure I wrote it.
Yeah. One has a knife and one has a gun. You'll figure out throughout the show which one it is, but it's not for us to ruin. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Have you seen Bird Box?
No, but I've been hearing about this Bird Box, and I
Okay.
feel like now that everyone's kind of like spoken so much about it, and then the memes. I feel like if I watch it, it's not gonna be the same.
It's too ruined. Yeah.
I think once you've like been saturated with the memification of it, it's kind of a lost cause.
It's kind of like with Psycho, you kind of know that the lady's going to get stabbed in the shower, that he's the
Is
mom.
that what happens?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
That's I just found out yesterday, so don't feel silly about that. By the way, is that the new monthly subscription service where you get birds in the box?
Yeah, Bird Box.
I think they're coming on as a sponsor.
You get robins, cardinals,
sure.
finches.
Oh, the finches.
No
yeah.
canaries. Jesus Christ, what
Listen,
a ripoff.
no, that comes later. That comes later.
I think that's the premium. The premium on that.
Do you love Sandra Bullock?
I love her new face.
What are you talking about? She has not had any plastic surgery.
Wait, did they make a clone of her too?
No. Do you know that she's like 55 years old?
See, I feel like when I turn 55, I'm literally gonna look like a crumbled piece of a plastic bag from like a takeout.
No, you're gonna look like Alexis Stone.
I wouldn't be mad at that, but like I want to be her, but like with all of the prosthetics on.
Oh, okay.
God.
Now, but more damaged, you're saying? Because the crinkled, wrinkled plastic bag aspect.
Crinkled and wrinkled, rusty and dusty and musty.
But for real, no staging, no phony business.
I was thinking more of like a crinkle cut fry, but
Oh, okay.
Those
sure.
are good.
They are good, yeah.
Oh. Did you, I don't suppose we can talk about that Alexis Stone business.
Ooh, I think it might be forbidden, but you know what? Let's go ahead with it. And then if the standards and practices come down on us, we'll just have to deal with it later.
I just can't. There's a good old fashioned gooping.
Oh yeah.
oh yes.
Did you know who she was and did you follow it? Because I didn't really know who she was. And then a friend told me about the Instagram and I was fascinated. And I just couldn't believe what I was seeing in terms of like the plastic surgery and all that stuff.
I literally, so I
Do you know her?
I don't know her personally,
Okay.
but like I followed her on social media, like on the Instagrams, and literally I just kept seeing her like have all this like plastic surgery, and I was like, okay, work, live your life. And
Sure.
then,
Yeah.
and then she kind of like morphed into like the cat lady, and I was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
But then it came off.
Then it came off.
But prior to that, though, the thing that we kept being fascinated by was like, you were so good looking.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
is
yeah.
it that made you think this is the ultimate goal?
Yeah. The line that stuck with me was, "This is not for vanity, it's for my sanity." And I was
Right.
like, "Oof."
Right.
But I didn't get it. Like, I mean, I was like curious, like, well, what about that visual endgame had to do with sanity? Because it was like, oh,
Right.
are
There's
you
nothing apparently sanity based.
Yeah. Because I was like, okay, so I do you like literally see yourself or aspire to be like a 70-year-old socialite who's had, you know what I mean? Like, because that's what it looked like to me. It was like
Who's the talk of the party for all the wrong reasons?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like it.
There's some right reasons behind that. I mean, if
Oh no.
if I felt like the Catwoman inside of me, I would want to look like that too. I mean,
Okay.
she was giving Joan Rivers a run for her money.
Yeah, and Joan Rivers was 80 years old.
Oh my God.
Or something.
Something close to that, yeah.
And it was so fascinating. And then she Scooby Dooed it, and I haven't been like that, literally, gagged in a long time. It was a fascinating experiment.
We had to talk about it. Like literally everyone I knew was like, "Did you
see?" Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What else could you talk about? It was too shocking.
So I wonder, like,
How you could
what was the point?
get the same kind of surgery.
No, what was the point? Yeah.
Well, I think what was the point? Was it the point to express like what you can con people with these days in kind of an Andy Kaufman kind of way?
Yeah.
Or was it?
To highlight the negative, the attack, because she certainly was like the subject of a lot of ridicule on her social media platforms. They came for her.
Maybe it was like a new year, new face type of thing.
That's right. But wasn't there was something to do with sort of expunging some kind of personal woe related to a lover? Hang on a sec.
I think the idea was to turn into a monster and turn everyone else into monsters.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
By being a monster, she made
Everybody else
the monster.
Okay. And then she
Some
took
of
off the monster
comments
mask.
were gnarly.
Oh yeah. The comments were very bad.
Yeah.
They're almost uniformly bad. They were very negative and very hurtful and hateful.
It'll be interesting to see what Alexis Stone does now from this new platform of having gooped everyone.
Yeah. Maybe she'll like keep taking Scooby-Doo layers off.
Oh,
and then,
yeah. And she's actually a metal skeleton underneath.
or maybe she'll like de-age and turn into a fetus.
Yeah, or she's like
Yes.
she's a 12-year-old boy.
Oh my
2
God.
years from now.
How old is she anyway? Like
25, 24,
What?
24. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's what was so shocking to me. It was like, oh,
To take such a basically essentially
24.
perfect 24, 25-year-old face and then distort it so much was the thing too.
Yeah.
We were so hung up on.
So strange because and also especially because her whole gig is like transforming with paint.
Yeah.
Right. And mimicking other looks and doing it so perfectly. That's the other thing we were talking about. Like, oh, okay, with this new face, how are you going to do Kim Kardashian or whoever?
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe she became obsessed with kind of like seeing other people say negative things about her, because I know there's people who do stuff like that. And she got caught up in this whole thing a few months ago where she was transforming into black people and people accused her of doing blackface.
Sure, yeah.
And of course that will spark negative comments for right reasons. But you know, somebody can be very involved with trying to get the bad out of people. And I don't know if maybe she did it as a stunt to kind of like make people feel, but I don't know.
Were you one of the people that were that lit up her Instagram, you fucking bitch?
No, when she did the blackface, I just unfollowed her. I was just like, unfollow.
Yeah.
That's a fair response, yeah.
Damn.
I didn't block her.
I'm going to block you.
I already have you blocked.
That's the safest bet. With our guests, they know better. Yeah.
Oh my God. I was rewatching your talent show on All Stars 3 this morning, and you really let him have it.
I was laughing because when we originally got there, it wasn't even supposed to be my number.
Really?
I told them before, I was like, I want a swing and I want
swing?
rose petals. And they were like, what is going on? And the funny thing was when they sent me the email that said like, what kind of swing do you want? It was like a child swing, and there was like a tire swing, and then it was a sex swing. And I was like, love. I was like,
oh my God.
I don't think that's the type of act I'm trying to go for.
What were you going to do?
Well, it was just for the entrance. I just wanted to be kind of like... I wanted to be like one of those. You ever been to like the circus?
No, never.
I mean, we are the walking circus.
I was going to say hello.
I wanted to be like one of those like the trapeze artists that be on the swings, but like for 2 seconds and then just get off of it.
Okay, for 2 seconds.
But it was supposed to like make the set look cute, and I found out the day of course, that we couldn't get it cleared.
Yeah, no way.
So I was like, oh, do you have a box? And they're just like, a box for what? And I was just like, oh, girl, just to have a box.
Oh, so you didn't tell them at all that you were going to be jumping from the box?
No. And then when we did the rehearsal, that's when I did it, and their faces were like, okay, you did something.
Yeah.
But then when we filmed it, you know, a lot of people don't know that we have to like do the TV runs, so we have to film them more than once.
Yeah.
And I did it, and the first time, I think that it was the first time the judges saw it, and they were like, oh. It was actually like very like kind of like that moment where your plane falls out of the sky but lands safely, and everyone's just standing there like shocked in their seats.
Yeah, my heart was hurting for your knee.
Oh, actually, I was supposed to wear these little like baby cute like minty shoes, and in the rehearsal, I ripped my knee with one of the rhinestones on the bodysuit, so it bled through the suit. So I had to wear thigh highs to
really,
yeah, but. It's all good. I was so used to at the time doing that. I haven't done one of those in literally like a year, probably since the filming.
Yeah.
So if I were to do that now, I'd break my leg.
Yeah, I would say don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my headphones off and do it right now.
That's actually what I was going to say. I was going to say, instead of not doing it anymore, do it right now. Yeah.
Oh, God. All that stuff, those knee, it's the knee stuff.
Those knees things.
Those knees. Oh, yeah. I can hear the MCL and the ACL just snapping, tearing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's gnarly.
I love knee stuff.
You do, yeah, you do.
Well, I'm reminded of what was it when you and RuPaul were chatting about like I'll get down on my knees now or something like. What was that?
I think
should I get down on my knees?
We were doing photos. This was season 9. We were doing like photos to promote a selfie stick.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to get on my knees. And RuPaul goes, how many times have you said that? And I was like, it's one of my catchphrases.
It's a good one.
God.
Well, somebody edited it and put a Sean Cody like logo on the bottom of it. And I was like, you know, this is my true aesthetic.
Opening up new career pathways.
So you were on season 9?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Of RuPaul's Drag
Race. That's right. Yeah.
Did you like it? These are the hard hitting questions.
Oh no,
that we ask here.
these are just the questions that resurface my.
Did you like it?
We do the soft ones first, and then he just comes at you with the baseball bat.
It's
like
okay.
that.
I'm totally fine tapping into my long-term depression.
Yeah.
Same with you. This is great.
Too. This could be a therapeutic process.
I don't know. For season 9, I was super depressed the entire time.
Wait, on the season?
Well, yeah, kind of in the season. At the time, I was actually in a really weird living situation and things were not really good at home.
Okay.
So getting on the show for me was like a lifesaver. And it was definitely one of those, like, you ever just like toss a coin into a well and you're like, my wish ain't gonna come true. And then like, I don't know where it happens.
Then it does, yeah.
Yeah, it was like that.
Okay.
But then it was also like at the same time, the girl from The Ring was coming out the well and she was like ready to snatch me. Like, that's how it felt in my mind.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know how that analogy works.
No,
but
that's great. That's very poignant, actually.
Well, it sounds comfortable and good. That's what that matters, I think, and that's what really reaches home.
But the worst part was I walked into All Stars thinking like, girl, this is gonna be great. And honestly, I was having fun when we were there, but halfway in, I started to like spiral and like I found myself trying to find every way to take the edge off. And I was like, okay, you guys are not giving us enough alcohol. I was like, I need edibles. I need a cigarette. I need something. I relapsed into every part of my terrible.
But if you're going to go into one thing, why not just get all of them in at the same time?
Go for it.
So you started smoking again? Had you not been smoking?
I had tried to quit smoking. I started smoking again. I was trying to cut down on drink. I started drinking everybody else's drinks. If you left your drink there, I was drinking it.
Oh my God. They didn't really let you drink all that much though.
Oh, and our All-Stars, we got 2 cups.
You did?
They would give us one at lunch and then we would get one in the deliberation.
Oh, you get one at lunch.
And we found that they always, for some reason, gave Kennedy the strong drinks. So me and Shangela would always go to her drink and kind of pour some of hers into ours.
Oh, very smart.
Sorry, Kennedy.
Yeah. I wonder why. Oh, because she's a grizzled old hag. She probably needs.
They were trying to temper her a little bit, maybe. Not even tell her. She didn't even know.
Soften her up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Does anyone on your cast get a non-alcoholic drink? Because Brian, that's what you did, right? On yours?
Me and somebody else. I forget. Yeah.
I don't know. I think our cast was a bunch of filthy alcoholics.
Thank God. Thank God, because Brian was kind of a blemish on the whole tradition by refusing to participate in, the God-given traditions of drag. Now, to demarcate which one was non-alcoholic, did they just have your name on it, or was there like a color code sort of thing?
There was a color code on season 7, I think, and then there was just like name tags.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I remember watching it, trying to figure out. I was like, I don't see a name. Where is that? A white coaster? Anyway,
Yeah, they're really good about it. But I heard that on my season, the girls said their drinks were not even strong at all.
Let me tell you something. When you're suffering from hard-hitting depression and you're refusing to eat and you're spiraling, it works.
Yeah.
Just a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah, where there's a will and depression, there's a way.
And a hole in your stomach.
There you go. Right. Don't eat. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get
anything to make those ethanol receptors just bind to the enzymes of my body.
They should just let you get trashed.
Yeah,
I really think they should.
Oh no, baby! I would. That would have turned into the Bad Girls Club.
What season was it? I can't remember. There was an infamous Untucked with someone who was really smashed, and that's when they sort of toned down the.
That was that was Jujubee in season 2.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. And then after that,
they were like, okay.
She was crying for no reason apparently.
I mean, now I think it's turned into some kind of legend thing. But I think it was during one of the lip syncs, she was just totally tanked.
Was it? I hope it was the black
that's
velvet.
The one. Yeah, that's
she
the
literally
one.
was on the floor.
Just like drunk mess. It was great though.
Gonna be me tonight, so I should watch that video.
Yeah,
it's the perfect song for it.
Are you performing tonight?
Oh, I will be performing as myself right now.
Tonight and every night, ladies and gentlemen.
Performing, getting into trouble.
Oh my God.
I love that show that you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
The music video, it's the one where you had like 14,000 different looks and costumes in it, both as a boy and in drag.
Oh, I don't want to brag.
Yeah. How did that happen?
So I had this concept that I wanted to do a life or death variety show.
Okay.
And I don't know. I kind of just wanted it to be like kind of like boys versus girls at first. But then at the time I was going through this really crazy like gender identity crisis where I was like, am I trans? Am I a man? Am I a woman? Like, what am I? And then I kind of felt like I fell on the spectrum, being more comfortable not being on the spectrum.
Sure.
So I was like, okay. And I think it was at that time, especially where I decided like I really want to present my art in drag, but I feel like I'm in drag when I'm presenting as masculine or feminine.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So I really like hit that concept with the video. I don't know. I just really wanted to do like all these people fighting to want to be the best.
There are so many looks in that. It was incredible. Who made all those damn looks?
Half of them were made by B. Kala.
Yeah, okay.
And the other half were made by there's this girl who does my burlesque costumes from New York. Her name is Katie, and she's part of this group called High Waisted, like high end waisted.
Oh,
I
but
love
also-
that.
Yeah,
fun.
man.
That's fun. Oh, it was incredible.
Thank
Oh
you.
my God. Do you feel it seems like these days like just from what I'm observing like on social media and stuff, there is a pressure to like have new and incredible shit all the time. Do you feel that, or is this something that you just like to do naturally? You like to upgrade and change, switch it up all the time?
To be honest, I kind of felt that way last year, but like now I'm like really trying to like pursue my drag, but also like I'm really trying to pursue music, and like I look at my drag way more now as more of like a gender expansion.
Ooh,
So
that's fun.
I don't really think of my drag as dressing up as a character, because like I've realized that like I'm the same old piece of shit in and out of drag. So
Yes, you are. You fucking piece of shit.
Is that where you define yourself on the gender spectrum? Just
Yeah.
the same old piece
piece
of
of
shit?
shit, yes.
Yeah, like, oh, piece of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry for the extra language. I didn't mean to infer.
Somewhere between asshole and piece of shit.
Oh yes, that makes me an asshole bitch cunt fucker.
ABC, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes, ABC.
There you go.
It's as easy as one,
We'll
two,
learn
three.
more every
Yeah,
day.
every day.
Now that I'm kind of like comfortable with that, I find less pressure to want to look a certain way, because I kind of just dumbed my drag down to looking like me with makeup on.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I feel like now I really don't. I don't want to pad. I don't want to corset. I just want to put on some athletic shit and just like I want to do my music. I want to be comfortable.
Sure.
And,
Yeah.
I feel like I want to fit the standard of women in the music industry rather than what drag fans think a drag queen should look like.
Oh, okay.
But I'm still doing drag. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
my own version.
And not defined
yeah.
by fans,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, I've noticed that in it does seem to be like the struggle to kind of like aspire towards legitimacy in an area, like not relying on drag but also not like rejecting it, and it's like there does seem to be like a tension between like, am I a drag queen or am I a musician? Am I doing drag music? Am I like a real musician or that whole thing?
Well, I've kind of like learned the differences like as I go along. And I feel like the difference between like, well, I don't feel like there's such thing as drag music. I feel like drag is more of like a subgenre.
Okay.
But I feel like music doesn't really have a presentation. You can't just say this is a drag song.
Right.
Because you don't, was the person in the studio in drag when they recorded it?
Absolutely.
They better be, or else
They
it's
better be. I'm
not
not listening, and I can tell the difference.
That's
Don't try
right.
to- Yeah.
There was lipstick on that microphone.
Yeah, I need to know the details.
You can hear the wig moving in the breeze.
Oh, the jewelry clinking.
Yeah. Clinky, clinky. I'm so fierce and sickening. Clinky, clinky, clinky. Yeah.
That's Cyndi Lauper, actually,
Yeah.
on the We Are the World.
Yeah.
They're in the rehearsals. They're going around in the circle, and they keep going like, stop, stop. And then eventually Quincy Jones comes out, and he's like, Cindy, can you take like all that shit off? Basically,
Really?
That's a big move.
I don't know if he says shit, but like that's the tone of voice. Like, they're all stressed. It's after the American Music Awards. Al Jarreau is wasted. And like,
God.
they're like, what is that? What is that clinking? And it's her with all her baubles and
Bangles
bangles.
and-
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
We love a glamorous diva.
We love that.
I kind of think that the difference though is like there's a difference between somebody who wants to release music because they want to be a musician and someone who's releasing music more to just have content. So that's
Yeah.
kind of like how I differentiate. And I don't like to say the difference between a real musician and a drag musician, but it's more so just the difference between a musician and someone who is using music as a hobby.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or more product
yeah.
to
But don't
facilitate
you
a
think
brand.
that, like any kind of art form is a hobby
yeah.
until you make money at it,
well, that's
Yes.
true. Yeah.
right?
I kind of try to like look at it from a bigger scope because like I look at it kind of the way like we would all look at it, like us, because we see from behind the curtain. But I also try to like have a broader view as if I were like just a consumer.
Sure.
Because
yeah,
to them, they don't really understand what happens behind the scenes. And that is how kind of they would look at it. They would look at it as like, oh, drag music and not drag music.
Right. So you kind of remember what you would think of all this stuff before you were in the industry.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
What could be a compare?
Like a corollary.
Yeah,
in-
I'm thinking of like drag music is to music as is to
with like comedy music or
yeah.
some kind of, or something to do with comedy.
maybe. Yeah, I
You
don't
know, like prop comedians or something. I'm just trying to think of
Yeah.
something that people will say, oh, but that's
but that's just that.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the way I look at it is that like most drag music is honestly just like it's just dance music, or like it's just like like an electronic song,
or something something you could imagine a drag queen performing to, lip sync performing to, or
like a '90s bitch track. Like it's just a genre, but like drag is not the genre. Drag is just the medium,
right? And it's also the easy differentiator when you're talking about what the music is.
You wouldn't call Kiss drag music.
Well, I'd like to.
Well, it is.
Or Guar.
Guar, and it certainly is. It basically is the same.
That's like
that.
high whore drag.
Yeah.
I think society kind of looks at it from the outside as drag music to music is like a B horror film to a horror film.
Okay.
Whereas sometimes the B horror films are, fabulous works of art. Yeah, exactly. They're wonderful, and you want to see them again and again. I think a lot of times people like to find anything that they can use to dismiss something else, like, oh, that's a gimmick. Well, they're in drag, so it's a gimmick. Whereas the people wearing jeans on stage, they're wearing drag as well. It's the same thing. They put as much thought into looking like the Eagles as you do wearing your outfits.
Oh, yes. I mean, look at the biggest drag queens in our industry. We have like Gaga, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B now. Like, they're all wearing great human hair clowny lace fronts.
It's funny. I saw some clips of a recent Cardi B music video, and I was just like, that's all drag. That's like all drag.
Yeah.
She just like drag look after drag look. And actually to the point where it's like, because now drag queens are so good. Before, like maybe 10 years ago, you'd be like, oh, okay, I can't wait to see all these drag queens recreate these looks with like hot glue and pipe cleaners. But now it's like they're the same looks. They're the same quality.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes even better.
Sure. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also, you're talking about the presentation and everything like that. David Bowie.
A drag queen.
Yeah, a drag queen. Absolutely.
Yeah. David Bowie was one of the biggest drag queens.
Sandra Bullock.
Huge. Sandra Bullock's show, Without You, I'm Nothing.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, pivotal.
Incredible.
And when she was pals with Madonna on the Letterman show. God, that's Sandra
And in
Bullock.
that Bird Box.
Oh, God. And
the Bird
exactly.
Box.
And King of Comedy.
Amazing. Yeah.
Do you think they could fit eagles in the box?
I think they could fit any type of bird.
I think, again, that's the premium subscription.
How big is this box?
Well, that would be a large crate.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Well, do they arrive living or not?
Yeah, they're living.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they got to warn you if the monsters are coming. You got to watch it.
You're right.
You got to watch the Bird Box.
No, you're right. I mean, I've signed up for it already, and they're coming on as a sponsor. I don't even know what it is.
Well, I just overnighted.
Oh, yeah. So, that's the best way to do it.
They're going to get here actually in 5 minutes.
Oh, really? Yeah, good. We'll take a little break then and see which one of us gets torn up.
Birds.
Yeah. Isn't it a hassle having to get really fresh groceries delivered to your door?
What are we in 1800s Europe? I wish it was an idyllic pastoral lifestyle where I would just kind of meander to here and to and fro every day. To the boulangerie,
of course,
to the fish market, and then I get my stuff for dinner. No, I'm a working mom with three kids, and I have no time.
That's right. Time is a resource that's in very short supply, and to make the most of your time, why don't you get HelloFresh? You know what that is?
HelloFresh.
That's right. It's a lovely thing to say on a date, but it's also a meal delivery service.
Wow.
Meal kit delivery, even.
Oh.
That's right. It gives you the tools
to put them together.
Exactly. It's a meal kit delivery service that shops, plans, and delivers step-by-step recipes and pre-measured ingredients so you can just cook, eat, and enjoy.
That's great.
Isn't it? It sounds simple, but it's revolutionary.
It's revolutionary. It's complicated in the ways that it infuses your life with ease and purpose.
Exactly. And drama and mystery.
Absolutely.
Achieving your 2019 goals is as easy as enjoying delicious home-cooked meals with HelloFresh. Add more deliciousness to every part of your week. Make deliciousness part of your every week.
Goodbye, stale.
That's right. Goodbye, stinky.
HelloFresh.
They have 3 plans to choose from: the classic, veggie, and family, with the option to switch between the 3 for when your tastes change.
Or your family explodes.
That's right. Enjoy fun menu features with HelloFresh's dinner to lunch, 20-minute meals, gourmet, and one-pot wonders, among many more. Get out of that recipe rut and start cooking outside your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm. Get out of your comfort zone into the fresh zone.
That's right. Hello. You know what you say farewell to?
Stale.
That's right. And you know what else you say so long to?
Boring.
And guess what you say arrivederci to?
Rotted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what you say hello to?
Fresh.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's hello.
Hey,
fresh.
I got one for you. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Hello Fresh.
Oh.
There you go.
And you know what? It's so apt because they come right to your door, the Hello Fresh.
They certainly do.
That's right.
That's right.
They bring you the things, and those things are fresh, pre-measured ingredients and easy-to-follow 6-step pictured recipe cards, which are delivered to your door each week in a special insulated box.
It's almost like a VIP treatment.
It is. All meals come together in 30 minutes max, call for less than 2 pots and pans, and require minimal cleanup.
You could do it in your dormitory.
Exactly, darling. So
my
say
God.
goodbye.
Yeah, say goodbye to that cafeteria food, honey. You got a common room with a couple of pans. Hello Fresh.
Hello Fresh. So take advantage of HelloFresh's special offer for 2019. Get $80 off your first month by going to HelloFresh.com/WV80 and enter WV80.
$80 is incredible.
That's a phenomenal saving.
That's 20 times 4.
Wait a second, I think you're right. So once again, to take advantage of that special offer in which you get $80 off your first month, go to HelloFresh.com and enter what?
WV something. I forgot what it was.
That's right. So it's HelloFresh.com/WV80 and you enter
WV80.
Exactly. That savings is like receiving 8 meals free or 4 times $20.
Sounds like a Thanksgiving miracle to me.
Blessed be.
Now, too, I feel like there's this
Stigma?
yeah, or like people are kind of wanting drag to be pushed into the mainstream beyond beyond like the influence of Drag Race.
Yeah.
But I don't know that that's like
Or like a reasonable expectation?
yeah, or like something necessarily to aspire to.
Or that needs to happen.
Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
I personally think it's like up to like the individuals. But like honestly speaking, I feel like it's one of those like touchy subjects because like it really depends on the person. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, let's be frank, not everyone has that aspiration.
Sure.
And not everyone who has that aspiration has that capability.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
like, because you have to be real, it's going to be a lot of work. There's doing drag, especially in the mainstream already, because Drag Race does put you in sort of a mainstream place, but you have to forget. I mean, you have to remember. Now you have to forget.
I wish I could
I
forget.
prefer, forgetting's better.
You have to remember that our market is extremely different from a heterosexual, straight, mainstream market. If you step into there, you're by default pigeonholed and put into a huge paradigm.
Yeah.
And to go against that, you're going to deal with shit from both sides. And
Sure.
I feel like there's something like I'm starting to face right now is because I don't have an aspiration to necessarily want to be straight famous, but
Yeah.
Okay.
because I don't think that makes any sense. But I just want to be known for my art. You know what? I work fucking hard for my art. I want my art
Yeah.
to be appreciated by everyone. I want, to not just reach out to people who relate to me from drag, but I want to reach out to relate to me because I'm a queer Arab person or a queer person of color, people who relate to me because I'm an urban person. Like, I want to reach every single point where I can relate to someone to let them know that they're helping me have a voice and I'm helping them have a voice as well.
Sure. So basically people who resonate with you and vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like, when you do drag or you do like a big show like Drag Race, people think that your only crowd will always be just people who like drag or into drag. But the fact is, I grew up in Bed-Stuy in New York, and although there's a lot of gentrification, really terrible coffee shops, but support them. They're local owned. Occasionally, like, I'll see people, and you can always tell the people who are native, and it's kind of like refreshing when there's like these little like girls who are like, oh my God, are you Aja? And like, it's like, I'm literally like in the middle of like the hood, and how did I reach you?
Right.
And they're like, can I take a picture with you? Or like, oh, like, I love you, like, thank you, you give us a voice. And that touches my heart because like I do this for them because that's where I come from.
Sure.
So like,
And you can imagine yourself seeing you or a version of you in their, like flip the position and how much that would mean to you.
I wish that when I was that young, I had like this like, super glamorous, like queer mainstream artist that I could be like, wow. Because all I had was
Sandra Bullock. Yeah.
Well, I mean, she inspired us all.
For me, I had in the less queer section, I had like someone like Aaliyah, and I was just like, oh, she was great. And then, of course, I had like Beyonce. But when Gaga came around, Gaga was really like a big voice for queer people.
Yeah.
And I felt that.
Sure.
Did you feel that?
I felt all of it. The disco stick felt great.
Yeah. The disco stick, it's a great lyric, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's really gay.
If you
Is it? Wait a second.
did it
Hold
mean,
on. Hold
was
on.
she
What?
implying a penis in that with that lyric? Was there-
Okay.
I thought you meant
Was
like you know at Dunkin' Donuts they have chocolate stick and glazed
Yeah.
stick. I mean, again,
Yeah.
this is East Coast, but
Glazed
you know,
cruller.
sure, right? Yeah.
mhm.
I thought a disco stick honestly was one of those like like the rock sticks like that they have at like museums.
Coke spoon? No. Oh, sorry. What? Sorry.
I thought
what?
it was like a fire stick.
Oh,
like,
right.
like for disco music.
Yeah, that's right. You get you can watch the Village People movie. You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
watch
yeah.
the Thank God It's Friday.
You could like store like 2 gigs of disco music onto that little USB
Not a
drive.
terabyte? Jesus Christ, it's 2019.
Oh, I mean, come on.
We're talking the
was-
original
This was
one.
2000 and what? They
It
didn't
went
have the
to-
technology.
like 9 or 8 or 7
well,
or
anyways,
6.
where in your wildest dreams, career-wise, 10 years from now, where are you?
I want to be selling out stadiums.
Okay.
50,000 people coming to see me do my music.
500,000 people.
Maybe. Who knows? I don't know where
2 million.
Well, you know, in Sao Paulo, I think they have those kind of places.
It's
You
getting
would know,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this actually reminds me of
12 nights. Okay.
Oh no, go ahead. 12 nights. No, I'm
Madison
sorry.
Square Garden.
Sure.
Sold out. Can't get a ticket.
No, there are no tickets.
There are no tickets.
No.
Try to get a ticket.
No, it's
you
pa-
need,
it's
you need to
paperless.
fly in on a
Can't
bird box.
Get a ticket. Sandy Bullock went online. Couldn't get a ticket.
No, she's shit out of luck, Sandy.
She calls Julia Roberts. Julia says,
Well, she probably clicked the wrong
Can't
website. She
get
was
a
blindfolded,
ticket.
wasn't she?
"Oh no, that's in the movie.
Oh.
In reality, she's such a good actress. You don't know that she can see."
I thought that was a paparazzi shot.
So maybe she
Well-
acted like she was going to buy a ticket, but she wasn't.
Okay, that's a good point. But that's where Julia Roberts clears it up and says, "Mama, you want to go to see Aja? You can't do it. Sold out."
I'm going, but I'll tell you how it is later.
Yeah, exactly.
This also reminds me of another guest we had on who you had a lot of interaction with in terms of representation and your goals, Valentina.
Yes.
Oh yeah, your arch nemesis.
She's like more of my arch in the back.
Have you had sexual
kidding.
relations with her?
Would
Would
I'd
you
like
sleep with Valentina?
I'd like to keep it on, please.
Okay. We're talking about the rubber.
I'd like to keep it in, please.
Oh my god.
Well, we can't see your mouth. Oh, never mind.
Well, I have a T-shirt that from that your little diatribe in Untucked that became iconic. You're beautiful, you're perfect, you're a model. I have somebody gave me a T-shirt that has all that, and it's like one of my favorite T-shirts. It's so beautiful.
It must feel great to wear paraphernalia of my my mental breakdown
Your
on
mental
national
breakdown.
television.
Totally, and it's probably bootlegged at that, so you're not seeing a penny of it.
It's the full package. It's the full treatment.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Was it really like? So wait, how many episodes on season 9?
Did
Who
I
sent you
last?
home? Who sent you home?
Nana banana bar.
Nana banana bun.
Buh.
And what was the lip sync again?
Finally.
Fine, CeCe Peniston.
Yeah.
CeCe Peniston.
That bitch.
That fucking
Ruined it.
bitch. That Nina Bonina, she is an odd duck.
Yeah, she's pretty wild.
She's wild.
I don't really have nothing to say about her.
Okay.
I think she's very talented.
Yeah, she is. She's cuckoo bananas.
We know. Also, I have to mention how much I enjoyed in All Stars 3 your Crystal LaBeija.
Oh yeah.
First
that was
off,
great.
the choice is amazing, and also your delivery of it was fantastic.
And the look was fabulous.
Oh, everything about
You can
it.
hear me. Release the footage. I feel like I was very shocked when I did not win. And like I almost had an actual Crystal LaBeija moment where I was just gonna walk off set and be like, "Fuck this," because I was like, when I didn't think it made sense, and when I saw the footage, actually, full disclosure, I got a link from someone on a website, and I saw
Sure.
the episode 5 hours before it came out, and it was around the time where WoW was really like trying to narrow down and get this person who was leaking all their footages. But
yeah.
I had a flight to Colombia, and I didn't want to miss it.
Yeah.
And when I saw it, I was like telling Ty the whole time, I was like, I did so good. And like, I really did it. And then we saw the episode and I wasn't in it. And I was like, what? And then like the joke that was there wasn't even like one of my good ones. I was just
Yeah.
like, I was so crushed. I almost took my computer and threw it across the Delta Sky Lounge before I got on my Delta One flight.
She's rich.
Ooh, yeah, and can just
Rich.
throw around
For it.
computers. Just,
Rich.
yeah. For those who didn't get to experience the full joy of your Crystal LaBeija, I want to play this clip that was just an extra on VH1. You're probably familiar with it as it's you doing it, but
I have amnesia. I'm Crystal LaBeija, darling, mother and the founder of the House of LaBeija, and I'm beautiful, and I don't need nobody to tell me I'm beautiful, darling.
Through West Sabrina, I will soothe the bitch, darling.
Some fun facts about me are that I will walk off if I lose. I don't give a damn what anybody thinks about me, and Harlow should never have won the pageant. What makes a perfect snatch, darling, is in between my legs because I am a 100% biological woman, and can't nobody tell me different because, damn it, I'm beautiful, and I know I'm beautiful. My reaction to finding out that I would play the Snatch Game was, I have better things to do but I'll come compete. Even though Monique called me and told me not to, she said, none of the true beauties are going to be there, and darling, she was right. What makes it an exceptional Snatch Game is that I was there, of course. I brought the beauty, the grace, the elegance, and the opulence. Because without Crystal, darling, there would have been none of that. Snatch Game is terrible if I'm not winning.
yeah.
Perfect delivery.
Yeah, really perfect. And for those of you not familiar, although I'm sure all of you are, go check out The Queen. That is the ultimate document of early days drag.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's fabulous. It's
Really?
so good.
When did it come out?
65, 66, I believe. And it documents I can't remember the name of the pageant.
Queen. I think
that's
I
yeah,
actually
yeah,
don't
right.
know what it was, but it was hosted by Flawless Sabrina. And a lot of people don't know this, but when I tell you I planned out this season like a motherfucker, it was so ironic that Andy Warhol challenge came next because Andy Warhol was a judge at the pageant, and my
yeah, that's
runway,
right.
that episode was inspired by Edie Sedgwick, who Andy Warhol had a relationship with Edie Sedgwick. So it was very ironic when I was told I didn't know my references when I 1000% did.
Ooh. References.
I went to
She's
school
got
for
'em.
art.
You might have heard of Andy Warhol there, maybe. And also, for those of you who want to find out more about Edie Sedgwick, go check out Ciao Manhattan.
Yes.
It's a terrific documentary on her.
Isn't there the Factory Girl? Is that a movie? Is that the movie? Is that Sienna Miller?
It is a movie. Yeah,
that a movie?
and
Yeah.
about Sienna Miller.
About Sienna.
Reading up about, Edie Sedgwick and trying to do her best Sandy Bullock.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Good
It all-
luck.
It all comes back to her. I mean,
Yeah.
as Sandy Bullock said, we'll all be sort of famous for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes. 10 to 15. 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to
Yeah,
15.
yeah.
You're right. You
You know what? I hate Snatch Game.
I do too. I think it's so stupid, honestly.
I think it sucks shit.
I
I think it sucks shit. I really do.
What are your issues with it?
everything.
Well, everything. And I think that it's at a certain point, it's like you have the traditions on the show. It's like there's this thing that we think everybody should be good at. And then in the next couple of seasons, if everybody's just tanking, it's like, well, maybe we should adjust our expectations in regards to this thing and just drop it.
Oh, okay. Because, so often it's seen as the dividing factor, the dividing line.
I don't
but-
understand why people.
Well, I think it just separates. Like, you have people who can embody a character and improvise with that character. It's two very different skills, and it's hard to do. But in terms of drag, like in impersonation and drag and acting and all that crap, it's really it's really hard, and it does separate people who can have that skill set from people who don't have that skill set. But increasingly,
But is that
it doesn't
skill set
valuable?
Actually, what it's about.
I didn't like the Snatch Game of Love.
I kind of liked it because it was a little more refreshing, and there was nothing I liked more than seeing Trinity as Caitlyn Jenner.
I'm spoiled though because I got to see a lot of Sharon Needles as Caitlyn Jenner. Did you?
I didn't. That's why.
Yeah.
I heard that response from someone else though.
And it was hysterical, like really, really, really funny. And I got to see it a lot because we were doing the same show, and it was Sharon was so good at embodying that character and not making it about being trans at all, and not making it about like a cartoon of like, I'm trans, but I'm really like this like
Rugged,
rugged masculine dude.
Jock.
Yeah, but it was just brilliant, and so I don't know. I couldn't stop comparing. So that kind of like that ruined it just for me personally. But
Was it because of all the love and light that Sharon brings to everything?
I think so.
Yeah,
that
the joyfulness,
tender softness,
the humanism.
Naomi should have been the other top two.
Oh, I think so too. I think she should have won.
Yeah, I thought she did
she
really
should have
great.
won.
That Wendy was hilarious.
Yeah,
It was
really
really
was.
funny.
The pass out.
It was really funny.
That was.
It was very funny. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was very funny, and she the look was really transformative.
Yeah.
The voice and everything.
everything,
Too.
yeah.
The skinny body with the huge
Oh
breasts.
yeah, it was perfect.
What did everyone think about Latrice and Gia?
Rotten.
She said, I
Rotten.
like a big dick.
Yeah, well, rotten.
Did you hear what Jenny Bowie had to say about it? She was like, I don't know why she said konnichiwa. She was like, I'm not Japanese. She was
She's
like,
Cambodian, I
and
think.
she was like saying like, oh, like I don't sound like that. Like I don't talk like that. I would never say those things.
Yeah, it was so crazy. I did a little research and just saw after watching one video that was maybe like 5 minutes long, I was like, oh shit.
This ain't this.
This ain't that. I was like, oh, konnichiwa. I was like, okay, not Japanese.
Yeah, right.
Not Japanese. So, okay, not Japanese. And this is not, she made it like a Japanese miso horny kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, she did. She did.
Yeah, me love you too much.
See, I thought you were going to say miso soup, but miso horny is just as great as miso
No,
soup.
it was just like that. It was that old, yeah, I was surprised that people did. I mean, maybe they were like as upset as they should have been. But I was like, wow, that was like really off the mark and super racist.
Yeah, and it's interesting too when you pick a character that not everyone knows. You really need to get it so perfect, that you
You're
just
educating.
radiate. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly, exactly. Yeah.
You're introducing it and educating.
Like for instance,
people.
Della Reese. Maybe not everyone is as familiar. She's a little bit more high profile than Jenny Bowie, right?
Yeah.
But of course, Latrice really didn't get the opportunity to fully display.
Yeah. We got a peanut gallery comment.
Oh yes.
It's interesting.
Excuse me.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
That was
deep.
Brian's
And thank you
belch,
very
by the way.
much.
Yes, thank you very much,
you very
Ty,
much.
for the belch. Anytime you need the microphone, just let us know.
Okay, I have another one coming soon.
Okay.
No, it's interesting that you brought up that kind of racism, like that little gray area thing, because everyone was giving Manila a lot of flack for the
Yeah.
nose.
Oh, really?
And I actually just saw Alexis Michelle's comment about her nose, like her response to the end. She was basically saying, like, I actually think this is like really good.
Was it kind of like I'm Jewish and I'm not offended?
It was also like, I'm a drag queen who has had to do Barbara before, and I actually think this worked.
I feel like it's hard to tell these days, like what's appropriate and what's inappropriate, because especially recently within like the last few years, this kind of sense of like being woke has like awoken. But I feel like these days a lot of children are being fake woke, where they're like pushing hard to like just like cancel everything.
Right.
And I'm just like, baby, nobody's an angel.
And also, if you're not coming up with something, if you're not creating something, and all you do is say, that's not good, that's not right, and canceling, really, what are you adding to everything?
I mean, at that point, they make it so every single thing starts a controversy.
Sure.
So, I mean, the way I look at it is, well, actually, I don't know how I look at it.
I think I look at it through the lens that Sandy Bullock would look at it through.
Yeah.
So, in Bird Box?
Yeah.
Not looking at it at all?
There you go. What does it sound like? That didn't occur to me at the time with the that like a Jewish caricature, because I think people were talking about how, like, you know, that you could see these hook nose like goblins that Jews were depicted as in, like, cartoons.
Sure, or in
caricatures and
Mel
stuff.
Gibson films.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was bad.
Yeah. It wasn't my favorite. I was like, you know what? I get people think that this is really good. This Streisand is not nuanced. It doesn't really like read to me as Barbra Streisand.
I didn't sound like her either.
No. I mean, it was. I didn't think it was funny. I didn't think it was. It was way too hammy and like broad. And I don't know.
I think the difference that with Manila, where she can get away from it, is that nose and the caricature was of just Barbra Streisand.
Yes.
I don't think it cast it a net over her entire group of people, whereas with the Jenny Bowie thing, it did, even just by saying konnichiwa, getting the wrong language.
Yeah, she came
wrong.
for the country of Asia.
It just does it. I think that's the difference. And Manila got shit in the past for dressing on her season. She did the reporter thing. She got in shit for that as well. Yuha Hamasaki got in trouble for her name being Japanese and she's Chinese. Like, there's all these weird things that you would expect them to move away from now. And for Gia to do that was very...
It was weird.
Stupid.
It's almost like she just like made a mistake right off the bat.
It was
and
kind
then
of
just
thoughtless, though.
Oh, right. Totally.
I mean, that's the thing. It's weird when someone who is very vocal about their own communities oppression and visibility is so tone deaf.
And she's Japanese. Like, she's Japanese.
I think she was trying to
Japanese.
I think she was trying to go for a character that would be easy for her, and maybe she found the wrong person to attach it to.
Well,
It seems,
it's so bizarre.
It is. It's really
so bizarre.
It's really strange.
I'm assuming she had this caricature she already wanted to do, and then just thought, okay, who can I like?
Not watch any video on to not research this whatsoever. Yeah.
And also,
Who can I do that's known for this?
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
but also, why would that be funny?
Right. What's inherently funny?
What is it?
about
Because the woman herself, she has an accent. She's I don't know. I mean, maybe I just
I
don't
guess
know.
she's maybe a character in relation to Cardi B. She's funny. She's colorful. But what is it?
Well, yeah. Where's the angle there? Like, where are you going to magnify? I was very strange.
Someone might not know who Eartha Kitt is, and while it didn't really land, a lot of the jokes
it
that
was
Valentina
perfect.
did. No, but I'm saying like in terms of like it wasn't sort of like the light up of the party.
Yeah.
But someone who doesn't know Eartha Kitt could be like, "This is a funny lady." Like, you know what I mean? Or this Eartha Kitt is like a funny lady because it was right on.
It was
with who
so
Eartha
right on.
is.
it was scary.
It was like very, very clear. She had like done lots of research, and there were no jokes per se.
The timing.
Well,
Yeah.
there was like nothing like da da da. But I thought it was like better than the Barbra.
Oh no, it was way better. What I'm saying is like, while that may not have landed like a ton of like laughs in the moment, also because of the lack of interplay between the other contestants, because there's only 4 of them and all that other stuff that happened with this new reformatting. But at least with that, you're like, oh, that's a really well done. You know what I mean?
Impersonation. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And it's funny and committed to it, and the person knows what they're talking about.
Well,
Right.
Back to what we were saying before, that's why I don't like the Snatch Game, because you never know what the standard or criteria is, because if it's really about just celebrity impersonation, then Valentina would have nailed it.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Right.
But then when you add the element of, well, make it funny, people don't understand how hard it is to actually make a celebrity funny. And it's like, you know, you really have to go for someone who's known for being quirky or being out there. And then sometimes that doesn't land.
But and also what I think would usually falls flat completely is picking a comedian.
Oh yeah.
Who did Tiffany Haddish?
Who?
Monique.
Monique.
Yeah.
I hated that. I hated that.
It's very tricky.
Well,
with
I
a
knew it was going to be
comedian.
bad.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to
Yeah.
be bad because she has like 2 catchphrases or 1 catchphrase, and then that's like to identify her. And then, but what else is there? You're gonna
right.
tell her jokes?
Yeah,
or like
right. Are you
gonna,
going to embody her and be the witty person that Tiffany is? That like,
Yeah.
it's way better to pick someone like, for instance, if the Streisand did work better, if like it was really committed and like almost too earnest,
and
make it funny, because that's a lot of times when it really lands.
It could have been like really schmaltzy and syrupy and like breathy and whatever.
Yeah, and like Yentlish. Yeah.
And it's so gay too. It's like it really makes sense.
It really could have been a home run, given that it was Barbra.
So who won?
No one.
Nobody won.
Everybody
lost.
The 2 contestants.
Sucked.
Actually,
Sucked
Lisa
shit.
Lampanelli won.
That's right. Yeah.
It was Manila won.
She won the lip sync, but it was her and Trinity.
That's right. Yeah.
Trinity. Yeah, I have a hard time not putting more expectations on the queens who claim to be comedy queens.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
No,
So-
absolutely. Yeah,
but-
there is a bigger
but there is a
burden
bigger
on them.
expectation. Yeah, like so Monet's Whitney Houston was awful.
Yeah.
Oh, it was god awful. It was god awful. Possibly,
terrible.
actually, maybe. Well, outside of Gia, the worst thing on there. Also, because there was this sort of pride about, oh, I've got a water bottle. And I've got this whole thing down.
The whole thing, and it was very, very bad.
Oh, I've heard that water bottle line before. It never works.
Very bad.
Never mention it. If you have a gag, never mention it.
And
right?
has Whitney been done on the Snatch Game before?
Yeah.
Yes, she has.
That's another.
That's a
problem,
crazy
too.
thing too. Is like if you're gonna do another character,
Do it better.
do it better. Like if you're not 100% confident that you can't completely obliterate the previous contestant who had done it, then just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Throw it away.
Yeah.
Who won in All Stars when you did Crystal?
Shangela doing Jennifer Lewis.
Jennifer Lewis.
Oh,
and
okay.
Ben doing Poland.
Oh, Poland. Yeah. How do you feel about male characters?
Oh, who cares? Like,
Okay.
do it. Like, I say, if it's entertaining and it's funny, then do it. And Ben's Paul Lynn was legendary and probably was the best thing on that panel.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate the Snatch Game.
I do
it's
too.
always like a cringe.
Let's go burn the set.
Yeah, it's such a cringe. The cringe factor is always so high, and it gets to the point where you're like, this happened maybe like I don't know a couple seasons ago, where it's like, how much humiliation do I want to watch drag queens go through?
I just feel like the Snatch Game out of every challenge is one of the most subjective because like some of it is not funny to like us and then like it'll be funny to them.
Yeah. Also, there's a lot of variables though, because if you're the way that traditionally it's done is like if you're seated on the top left of the panel, you have the first question.
Right, and that sets the tone.
You have to be an expert improviser to come up with anything halfway decent.
That's right.
If you're on the bottom right, you have literally all that time. Now they do switch it up where like they'll pick up where they left off, but chances are if you're in that bottom right corner, you have ages to come up with a suitable answer.
This didn't make it to the final cut in All Stars, but there was one point where I started to heavily disassociate when I was doing Crystal LaBeija, but like, you know, I drew my eyebrow raised so I didn't have to like move my face. So like I was just sitting there like spaced out. And RuPaul goes, Crystal, did you write anything? And then I literally just looked at my paper and I didn't write anything. And I was like, honestly, I didn't write anything, but I just wanted to say that all these girls are ugly. And apparently it was funny, but I was just like sitting there like, oh, and I had all that time. I mean, because I had that time, I started to disassociate.
Yeah. And also being able to throw something out like that's not like, I have to have an answer that goes like this. You have something that's completely out of left field.
Yeah. And also it took me like way too long to realize that the answer is not the punchline.
Right.
That's what you do.
That's not the joke. It's the anything else.
It's your ability to
say something about it or
something totally not about it. That is funny.
You just write something down. It's not about getting a match. It's like that's not the game. It's just about how can you figure out something funny to say around that.
You have to live as your character as if they were just ripped out of wherever they are and put there right then and there, but slightly funny. Like who I think did that one of the best was when Ben did Dame Maggie Smith, and she was like, she didn't know what Twitter was.
Yeah, right.
Libations flavored with citrus. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, she's very good. Very, very good.
Back to the juicy thing about Valentina. Now, you had your moment on the reunion, which everyone knows and everything. What has followed since then?
Oh, actually, I think that I think she was more mad at everyone else than me because like I actually told her beforehand. I was like, if you win Biscuit Ellen, I'm just gonna like say I don't agree with you. And she's like, all right. But moving on from there, we and her became really good friends because I think we shared we shared the struggle of being the two most polarizing people from our season because a lot of people loved us and hated us. And because of that, I feel like we bounced off of each other's personalities really well. And we knew how to market that without hurting each other. Yeah, we became really good friends. And then from there on, after I went to All Stars, I know on my season, Valentina was supposed to do it as well. But I think a week or two in, she decided to like opt out because she was just like not mentally ready for it. And she was like, you know what? I want to take some time.
Yeah.
But I thought it was great because I think that the storyline of me and her would have became a thing. And the thing is, I think we wouldn't have been willing to play into it. So we probably both would have went home first.
Right.
And she's killing it on this season.
Yeah, she's doing amazing.
Oh,
I think she's fabulous.
The one thing I'll say is what I love so much about the new All Stars is that is like the Valentina that I know. Like what I saw in season 9 till this day is not what I know of her. Like I thought she was an absolute wretched cunt on set. Like I was just like, stop. But when I got to know her afterward, I was like, you are the funniest, craziest person I've ever met in my life, and I want to be your friend every day. And all those little quirks, like the part where she was in the bottom and Trinity comes up to her and the way she gets up and she's like, so you think there's a possibility I can go home today? And it's like the smile, everything.
Yeah.
Like she's really been like, it doesn't even matter if she wins or doesn't win the show. She's winning by just being herself.
And everyone getting to see that.
Yeah.
And one last thing about season 9, one of my favorite moments when you two were at odds with each other is when there was a moment where Valentina said something to you like, I know you're feeling this way and I'm feeling this kind of way. And the two of you sort of like got over it.
I think the misunderstanding from the first place is that me and Valentina come from two very different places. Valentina grew up in LA. I assume. I actually don't know where she grew up, so I'm not going to say I do. But she's
East LA,
she's
yeah.
a very poised person, and especially at the time, like I was still learning to like kind of put like my urbanness in the back burner. Like I'm used to like if somebody came up to me like that in New York before I was on Drag Race, I would just swing on the bitch. Like I would just hit the bitch.
Wow.
So like learning to not take her personality as someone thinking they were better than me or above me took a lot because like, I was on the defense. But like now I'm at a place where I'm like, I don't need to like feel that way because I'm that bitch. So it's just like now I don't have to.
This reminds me of hearing an interview with you, and it may have been on the show, I'm not sure, but you talked about having troubles as a youth, sort of being picked on.
Yes.
And all that. So if you could talk a little bit about that, because I think that also informs how later in life one engages with other people.
In a nutshell, the TLDR version.
What is that? Oh, Too Long Didn't Read.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
That's Sandy Bullock film. That's that's right. Yeah.
While you were sleeping.
Like
Came right after that.
I was a child who was adopted, raised by a single mother. My parents divorced when I was 6. I grew up on the streets, like really had to defend myself from everything. I was always not just too feminine, but too weird. Like one thing I used to always say is like I was kind of like the Bjork in a group of Britney Spears. Like everyone was cool and like I was just like awkward. And because of that I found myself like especially in my teenage years like trying to buy my friends because like my mom like was a little more financially stable, so I would be like, oh, well, I'll buy everyone food, I'll take everyone to the movies, I'll do this. And like it was very unhealthy. But then when I got to high school, I had been picked on so much that I kind of went in with this like, well, I'm not gonna nobody fuck with me attitude. But then everybody started to think I was a bitch, and then it became me like, well, where do I find the line in between this?
Right. Sure. I think a lot of people can relate to that too.
Yeah, it's hard to be liked. I don't care what anybody says. It's not easy to be liked. We're all opinionated monsters and we all have feelings, and it's sort of a new concept. I was actually talking to Ty about this. I think like where the millennial generation kind of like ends, it started off where everybody was starting to come to terms with just like saying how you feel, and by the end of it, like we're like, I feel miserable, I feel terrible. And now we're in the age where we have like Lana Del Rey, we have like songs about like depression making it to like the huge mainstream, and we're all just being honest of how we feel. And it's something that I think the generations before are not really used to, because everything used to kind of be like there's a time and place for everything.
Sure.
Scenario. Now we're just like, fuck everybody.
Blurt it all out.
Yeah. Did you find at all that there was a difference between how you and or other people acted and reacted on camera versus not on camera?
I think I'm very natural on camera. I feel like I kind of just like go ahead, but cameras do make me a little apprehensive because I know I'm being watched. But I guess that I'm such an exhibitionist emotionally, and I'm such an open book. Like I will do anything in front of a camera.
Okay.
Anything.
Well, that's good. We have one over there.
That's good to
after
I don't know. I have a hard time watching the show objectively, whatever that means nowadays, because like I feel like I can see people producing themselves, but I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know how you'd expect people to not do that, especially now.
With it also being a game show too.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like
it's a game show.
Here's the thing. It's that I kind of blame the people who do the show, but I also kind of blame like the fandom a little bit too. I feel like there's a lot of like negativity that's like thrown at people who are just like being themselves.
Yeah.
And then also like there's like the rabid racism, and then like all these other situations. I feel like the best thing you can do and what makes it great TV is when you just go on and not really care.
Sure.
Yeah,
but it's hard.
Yeah, it's
I understand for some people it's hard to do that.
Yeah,
but like here's a good example: Pheromone. I think Pheromone on the show was very charming, but she was so knit, like she was so like shelled until that one part where Gia kind of provoked her, and when she went off on Gia, that was the most Pheromone thing I saw her do. On the show.
Right.
But hanging out with Pheromone, like she's like a great pal. Like
she's so funny,
girl.
And
she
fun.
is hilarious. Like honestly, one of the most craziest fucking people I've ever met in my life.
I was very surprised at her showing on All Stars this season.
But I think it's all due to her maybe subconsciously, not purposely, but like wanting to not be looked in a certain way.
But the opposite happened. I mean, it's
but that's
like,
always the case, though. You know, you're so hung up on like, I don't want to look weak or whatever. I don't want to look this way, and then you end up doing the reverse of it.
I know. It's like, I don't want to be a crybaby. 10 minutes later, I'm crying. She's crying and crying.
Brian, on your season, I remember watching it being like, okay, where's Brian? You know, I mean, in the interview bits, obviously, you're there. But in the workroom or in the challenges at first, I thought,
I did. It's hard, and it's like,
which is a natural thing, by the way. It's not a criticism, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like it is weird. Also, I don't like to fight to the top of a personality mountain. Like when people are like really strong. I'm just like, okay, y'all can do that. I'm just like, pull back.
There was a lot of that when we were filming All Stars. Yeah. Like, and it was worse in season 9 because season 9, I think, had a lot of like diverse personalities. We all kind of like leveled each other out. On All Stars, everybody was so loud. And I remember there was one point, I think that this also didn't make camera because it had nothing to do with anything that was happening. But there was one point where I think Thorgy just went home and everybody's like having a discussion and everybody's upset. And they just kept talking. And like, I don't know if you remember like looking over and seeing like the camera people just dying to leave. I was there like with them. I was there like literally. I was like, my wig hurts, my body hurts. I've been cinched to a 25 when I know I'm probably really a 37 and I want to die. And like literally, I just blurted. I was like, can you guys shut the fuck up? Like, can we go? Like, you know,
they got enough.
Oh, but I'll say this: my favorite person to do it, and I didn't really care for her when we were filming, but I like her now. BeBe. Literally, she's like Valentina in the sense she kind of lives in her own fantasy.
Oh, yes,
and
high drama.
BeBe took every opportunity to get camera time because she would always, every time they would be like, okay, you know, we have to wrap up. We have to go back to the stage. BeBe would be the first one. Well, ladies, I think it's time for us to go. And one day, I think it was Shangela goes, BeBe, you've said it every episode. Yeah. Let somebody else.
Somebody else can set up the next clip.
Actually, Pearl has this story about BeBe, and it is one of the funniest things in the world. Where was it, like at an airport or a club? It was in Sydney. What did she do? Can you tell this story real quick? Like, it's like my favorite.
Oh, I want to hear it.
Pearl is obviously very good at telling stories, but she was just saying that they were in a big group. You know how in Australia they take like 1,000 people to
like a group show.
Yeah, a group tour, and they were all going. I guess Sydney might have been the first show, but they were all going to another city. Like the next, so they all go together. There's no one like being left behind, finding their own way. And BeBe comes in, she's like, I'm so lost. You know how she walks. And she's like, will someone please everyone's like, we're walking together as a group, BeBe. Like, just keep up with us. And she's just like, oh, mother. And just walking the whole way there. And at some point, she gets like, I don't know, straggles behind the group, and she's like trying to catch down one of those like cars to take her to the gate, but the group is just in front of her. So the whole time BeBe's like, the whole time Pearl's just saying that BeBe is such a diva and needs to be catered to.
She is a total diva.
I live.
Yeah, I do too.
We were doing a group gig in New York, DragCon weekend, and so we're there. The girls are going over like this like intensive choreography that like I feel like I learned in a past life because like I didn't remember it, but apparently I learned it. And BeBe walks in and she goes, and she, literally people are doing the choreography. They're going through it, 1, 2, 3, 4, and BeBe is looking around, and I see her look down, and then she just looks at me and goes, what are we doing? And I was like, BeBe, the choreography, and she literally goes to the choreographer in the front and goes, I'm not doing that. So they had her and Cameron Michaels clap on the sides while everybody else did the choreography.
Oh my god.
I love BeBe. That bitch is crazy.
Yeah, she's very that like a regal diva in her own world kind of deal. It's very funny.
She's kind of like a reindeer.
A reindeer.
I don't know why I picture that, but I picture her as a good reindeer.
Not the lead reindeer though, because you're going off in all kinds of directions.
The one who's like could just stay home and like make sure everything is like cool at the house.
Everything's cool with Mrs. Claus. Every once in a while goes on a very short ride along.
Oh, darling, I can't do all that.
Oh, no. That's very cold out there. It's very cold. You know, it's Christmas time, right?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, she's funny. We did the Dolly Parton music video.
Oh, that's right.
And she showed up as BeBe. And I was like, of course. Of course, you're not going to wear a blonde wig, or going to dress like her at all in any way, shape, or form, or learn the lyrics to
why
the
bother?
song.
Why bother?
It was so strange, and of course, it was like also like made even the weirder by the fact that Trixie wasn't there, and she could. It was just like a scheduling thing; she couldn't do it. But like, I was like, okay, huh. Interesting. Well, like, yeah, I mean, it didn't make any sense at all. But it was like, even Manila, it was like, she did the full Dolly fantasies.
That hair was everything.
Yeah, she's great. Oh yeah, she and Manila, by the way, was that great gown, the sequin and tulle gown, and then the updo was one of my favorite looks ever to be on the runway of Drag Race.
I agree.
I gasped.
It was so beautiful, but like I kept trying to like imagine someone else wearing it, and I couldn't.
Oh, she looked incredible. She looked younger and more beautiful than she ever has. She
was pale.
Yeah.
That was her winter coat.
Yeah, it was incredible. She was incredible. Top 3 runways for you.
Ever?
Ever. That might be too difficult a question.
My top 3 runways ever. Nicole Paige Brooks. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
So there's LAX, O'Hare,
and
Logan.
Charles de Gaulle.
Oh, sure, you're right. That's far better, far more glamorous. You're right.
For me, it has to be on the runway on the show.
Yeah, but what do you the runway in Chanel?
So one would be Raja's Marie Antoinette.
Okay.
I loved that. Like it's like iconic vintage.
Vintage 2012.
Let me think. I think.
Have you ever beaten the walls, like they say when you watch the show? Do you know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, you're over. You're like the.
Oh my God. Okay, this one is like a really obscure one, but it was like one of my faves. Roxy Andrews. She came out in this like it was like this like satin pink dress.
Okay.
It was the most woman I have ever seen.
Oh, well, she's incredible. Always on the runway.
Roxy Andrews.
She's the best at drag.
Yes.
Yeah, I think she's the best at drag.
At drag, period.
Yeah, like a drag queen too. Like everything is so turned up, and she does all her own hair and everything she does. Yeah, it's just incredible.
This is like a tie. Well, but it's both the same person. But when Aquaria did the good girl, bad girl look,
okay,
and she came out with this like super like French Mademoiselle lavender bullshit, and then she came out with the bones and like the apron.
Oh yeah.
It was
that bone look was cool.
That was
cool.
Single, like it was like also she wore 2 different like a cheetah print and then a leopard print, but had a bodysuit with a dress. So I was just like layers,
layers of meaning.
Those are mine.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking about like I'm judging the runways pretty harshly, but then I saw some clips up back at like season 2, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ, holy crap! And I'm not one to talk because I've had a lot of misses on the runway, but like I was like, damn. Raven walked in the workroom. Raven on season 2 walked in the workroom wearing a little itty bitty, like it looked like a camisole with no titties, and then a black bus driver wig.
Your favorite.
Next stop.
And like I was like, holy shit! It's like because you think of her as like that bad bitch, and it's like, wow, that was some busted booger drag.
Oh yes.
And I saw the clip of Shangela, no makeup, and then everybody's like, "Oh my god, the mall drag."
Have you seen the seasons before season 9 in HD?
No.
Oh no, that's back when Logo would not do HD where I was.
I've seen some of the seasons in HD.
Hateful.
Oh, let me just say that people came at our season like the HD was evil.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to see season 7 in HD again.
Oh, is it that bad?
Girl,
season 7, really?
The season of beauty turned into the season of girl. I gotta go.
The book.
I was like,
now I can't wait to rewatch your season, Brian, in HD.
But I'll say this: Trixie,
even Miss Fame,
even.
What?
No way.
It was
really?
like because you see everything. You see like the razor burns. You see like the lace. You see the tapes. You see
things that you don't see in person.
Yeah. Imagine Drag Race in 4K.
Oh, good Lord.
I don't know why they do porn in 4K.
I don't understand it either.
They do porn in 4K?
Absolutely they do.
Oh, they're very proud about it. It's like, this is in 4K. Come check this out.
I was like, no way. No,
don't need it.
I don't want to see a close-up of somebody's shaved asshole in 4K.
No, 720 is fine.
If Drag Race came out in 4K, I would lose all my followers overnight.
It's just too much. We don't need to see all that.
No,
It's
we need
not-
some of the illusion
Yeah,
maintained.
keep a little bit of the fantasy intact. For Christ's sake.
maybe a little bit of the season 1 filter over the HD.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
a little glimmer glass.
Well, I
Yeah,
feel like
exactly.
they've been doing that on newer seasons. Like here and there, I catch a little like camera filter. I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. RuPaul gets heavily filtered.
But she also, I think, was the only one for a while that they were just like filtering her. But then I think they started saying the queens, and they were like, "Oh, baby."
Yeah, woof. But I gotta tell you though, I mean, RuPaul really does look that. She looks fantastic in drag.
Oh yeah, she's always snatched.
She looks fantastic.
Literally,
close up.
Yes, she looks like someone took hooks, attached them to her face, and then like
yanked it back.
ran a truck like a mile away because she's like,
Yeah, I can't believe it. She's almost 60 years old.
And you just saw her recently, right?
I saw her recently in full drag.
Right.
With heels and
Everything.
pads and like with a bodysuit on, so like, you know, tucked and everything. And all day long in 2 different looks.
Was she alive?
And she looked incredible.
So she was padded to the gods, just like Madonna at New Year's Eve?
It was insane. I was like, I couldn't believe it. And after like 5 hours in drag, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God.
Oh,
I look horrible.
After like 20 minutes
Horrible.
of day drag, I'm literally there like, wow, I should quit.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I was like, what am I doing? This is like, I have like a 30-minute window and we're way past that. And there's nothing for me, like there's nothing to do to like touch it up. Like the touching it just makes caking on more shit, and it just makes it look more textured and disgusting. But she just looked. After a 12-hour day, she still looked flawless. It was incredible.
Well, I'll tell you this: one of the biggest beauty secrets I've learned, and I actually learned this from Farrah, is
being black. No.
Well, I said Farrah.
She just knows. She just knows Farrah.
She knows.
I learned that less makeup is honestly like the way to go.
Okay, listen. How is that? It's just not possible for me.
Yes, it is. I wear liquid foundation.
Oh, stop it.
I wear liquid foundation.
Let me see your beard. Yeah, you have a light beard.
But also color corrector. Have you seen Farrah? She's literally green on the bottom of her face.
Mary, that color correcting bullshit, that's complete nonsense.
You don't believe in the color correcting.
Color correction is like a very subtle technique where it's like, with these days you have people who are like taking red lipstick and drawing a red beard on and then putting foundation over it. That's how you color correct. It's supposed to take a blue tint.
Sure.
You just do a light, like a very, very like
A smear?
light
Is this-
smear.
But
Yeah.
I wouldn't do a red on you. You need like an orange.
I need a fucking silicone mask.
Those are so creepy.
I just need to get it. I need to call up Alexis Stone and get into that gig. It is just too much. But yeah, it's the texture and the. Thank God for the lighting, though.
You could also like do because what Farrah does is she has a heavy beard. What she does is
she does have a.
she does a more full coverage down here, and then she'll do way lighter up here.
You know
Okay.
that. Yeah, I've experimented with that too. It's the doing the heavy artillery down below and then just going lighter up top. It's just like.
Have you thought about maybe like a handkerchief with like the mouth cut out? Or
yeah,
something?
or like a Zorro mask with eyelashes glued
Sure,
onto it, or
sure.
like
as long as
yeah.
it's dazzling. That
Yeah.
part you just really make it pop.
It's just it's hard. It's hard to be in drag for a long time.
I understand. That's why I'm a woman.
Yeah, you've never done drag.
I'm just drag full time.
You should have experimented with makeup. Yeah, it's rotten. It's hard to feel. It's hard to not feel demoralized by it. Although I personally feel like the lighting on Drag Race is very well suited for drag queens. I think the people look really good.
Yeah,
for the most part.
except for on season 9 where they had that purple lighting on the runway. I was like,
Oh yeah, that's right. They did change the lighting, and it kind of like it was strange because it kind of like made everybody's costume choices moot.
Yeah.
in a sense.
Yeah.
It was like,
but like
yeah.
also, I feel like red tones and pink tones are not really that great for especially people of color. And our season was heavily people of color, so I was like,
Yeah.
whoa. But on All Stars, they changed the lights to blue, and I feel like blue lights make everyone look great.
Yeah. Blue light is magic. It's like at a nightclub, anything.
Oh, yeah.
You put a little blue in, especially with some fog. It's great. Everything looks wonderful.
Fog. Yeah.
Yeah, fog on the runway.
They should.
They should. Why not?
Oh my God.
A little dry ice makes some magic.
Do you feel that the runway is outrageously slippery?
No, because one time I remember in season 9, I thought it was slippery, and then when I was doing my lip sync with Kimura, I went to like kind of do one of those things where you throw yourself and then slide on your knees, and I went and threw myself, and I actually just didn't spot on my knees.
Really? I found it so slippery.
Your knees. You're not the greatest luck with the knees.
Fucking
Yeah, but you're young. How old are you? 24?
Yeah, I'm gonna be 25.
You're gonna be
in, like,
25
5 hours.
tomorrow. Wow. Yeah, you still got you could 10 more years of jumping around.
I'll just start wearing kneecaps. Not kneecaps.
Kneecaps.
I'll start wearing knee pads.
Yeah, or like a metal brace.
Oh my God.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, if you go to kneecaps.com actually right now and use our promo
I never
code.
got my scoliosis cured, so.
Me either. We're in this.
Oh.
Yeah, good for you. I'd high five, but we're too far apart.
Oh my gosh. What else? I want to ask you some other stuff.
Any touring horror stories?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have a lot of them, but like not like really. It's like more so like I feel like there's just such a lack of respect for drag artists and even
Thank God,
in our
frankly.
own
Yeah.
industry.
Thank God.
And you know what? Fuck us.
Yeah. We don't deserve any respect.
If you're not at the airport with a fucking bat ready to like Louisville slug my face, get out. But I feel like there's just people don't like to take us seriously sometimes, and like I get it, like ha ha ha, but also like it's like when I show up to a venue, I expect that you know people are nice, that you do have towels, because believe it or not, we have pores, we sweat.
Oh God.
You know,
If I
a
had
mirror.
nickel.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
make sure that we have like water at least.
Maybe a working
Yeah.
aircon system.
Yes, or a
Yeah.
fan, even
Yeah.
if it's a handheld.
or a fan.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just not there. And I had this experience where I did a gig where it was me and it was me and Valentina, actually. We were headlining with actually another artist who is heterosexual and a musician.
Christina Aguilera.
No.
Lena Horne.
It was actually Lena Dunham.
Oh, I love her
I'm kidding, I'm
album.
kidding.
Fabulous,
Yeah.
fabulous. Soulful music. Oh. Passionate?
Passionate and
It was Christine.
Yes.
effusive. She's
She's the effusive chanteuse. Even
the effusive.
Rod likes to call himself that, but we know who it really
love
is.
that.
But we show up. Nobody picks us up outside. Me and Val are just like, we're like,
great.
oh, well, we're seeing each other for the first time. Who cares? We don't get shown to the dressing room forever.
Why bother?
We don't get any drinks.
Yeah.
We're raging alcoholics.
Where are we?
We're in New York.
Oh, New York. Okay.
So we're like, okay, it's time to go on. Okay. We get on stage, we do our numbers, and then when we get off, I'm like dying of asthma, and Valentina.
But whose fault is that, Mary? That's your fault.
It's Ginger Minge's fault.
Oh, well, yeah, she does that. She puts the Maloika on you, and then you got respiratory problems, right? You toured with her, you know.
I know all about it. Yeah.
What's her face? And Valentina's like falling apart. She doesn't have Botox, so she's sweating her ass off.
Okay.
And we get down, and I think Ty goes, oh, like, because there was like all these bottles lined up, and Ty's like, thank you, like, finally. And they walk in and they're like, oh, that's not for you guys. And then they're like, by the way, everyone has to get out the dressing room.
Oh my God.
And then it's like, me and Val are like, we're gonna just chill here and like, cool down. And they're like, no, you guys have to get out too.
What?
Because the guest, because the heterosexual musician guest.
Yeah,
Who is this?
yeah.
Who is it?
If I say it, it's gonna give away the gig and everything.
Well, if you say it, I'll bleep it, I promise.
Yeah. I want to
Okay,
know.
it was.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want to drag her. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, no, because she ended up following me on Twitter, and I was just like, "Work, live your life, love
Okay.
her." But I don't. My problem wasn't with her; it was with the people
venues,
who were accommodating us. And I just thought, like, are me and Val really like we can joke about how much of a piece of shit we are, but we honestly like
let's be real. In terms of like draw and headlining and bringing in customers, Mary.
Yeah.
It's arguable who's headlining in that lineup. You
And,
know what I
like,
mean?
It's my thing too. Was like, this is a queer establishment
Yeah.
where we are your queer celebrity like guests,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the least you could do was even like let us know beforehand. Hey, like when Trina's on her way,
Yeah.
we're gonna put you guys in a different room, or
We have a
maybe-
broom closet for you
Yeah.
with maybe your name on it. It's
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
anything.
And it's stuff like that. Like it's stuff like that, and there's other situations that have happened, but like it makes me want to fight for us to have our writers read, to have our needs be met. Like,
yeah.
I love to joke and kiki all the time, but a lot of us, most of us, are artists of quality.
Well, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, and you're bringing money into the establishment.
Yeah,
exactly.
At the very baseline of it.
And guess what? We're fucking tired.
Yeah.
We're tired of ourselves. We're tired of our assistants. We're tired of the people.
Yeah, I'm
We're
tired of you.
the plane. But we love it, and we love doing this, and we love meeting these fans, and we love like expressing ourselves and expressing our art.
Yeah.
And it's like, no matter how fucking exhausted we are, we're ready to do the job. So the least people can do is at least like be nice to us.
New York is the worst, though. New York is the worst for gigs like that. Like they have no dressing rooms. They have like no. It is rotten. New York is awful.
But like it's also like funny too because like people just won't understand like what it is to be like on this side because I remember I'm a Twitter bitch. Like I love to just like talk shit on Twitter.
Yes,
and,
you
do. Oh yes.
Yes,
and
you
I
do.
remember.
So I'm looking forward to you talking shit about us after the episode airs.
It's already typing as we.
Oh,
as we
that's
speak.
good. Yeah.
My bird box. They're getting ready.
Tweet.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm relieved. I don't like to wait for things. That's the
But
thing.
I kind of like wrote something small about that scenario, and I was like, I just expect like as artists, like we have our needs met. Like if the writer says a bottle of vodka and a napkin, can you please just have that? Like,
Yeah, right.
If it says
It's the least they could do.
Yeah.
a 10-piece chicken nugget, like please, just like we're here, we're gonna do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like. Just please. And like people were taking it out of context and people were like, oh, like, so like you're saying you don't appreciate what you have already. And you're saying
my
that like
God.
you're going off because you didn't have a bottle of vodka. And I'm like, that's not the point, but work.
God.
No, it's not the point. It's like, how dare you expect to get paid for doing a show? It's the same kind of thing.
Nicki Minaj did an interview when she first like became like big and poppin', and she did this whole thing where she talks about being a woman in the rap industry and how she was getting offered these like really terrible photo shoots. And there's like, you can find the video on YouTube, and she says, I'm tired of going to these photo shoots where you have a $50 clothes budget and you have pickle juice. And she's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm an artist of quality. I work hard. Yeah, the pickle juice monologue. And she's like, I work hard and nobody appreciates it. But like if a man walks in, he's all bossed up. But if I come in and I act the same way, I'm a bitch. Yeah. And she's like, so the next time I do that, I'm going to say no. When you come to me, I'm going to say no. And then she says the infamous line. She says, because if I would have drank the pickle juice, then I'd be drinking pickle juice right now.
Yeah.
So don't settle for less.
Yeah. Don't drink no pickle juice.
No, unless you're getting a pickleback, but that's a whole
Thank
nother
you.
story.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you don't drink, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah. Pickle juice is disgusting.
I keep thinking like bareback pickleback.
I saw that in 4K.
Oh, yeah.
Ew, pickles in 4K sounds disgusting.
Hello.
It was. But I got through it somehow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you like doing group shows?
No.
You like performing solo?
I love getting to hang out with like with the other like drag sisters or family or whatever. And I like doing it for like maybe like 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
very socially awkward person and I disassociate very heavily very often. So sometimes like I just feel like I'm not mentally okay to be put in huge situations where I have to like be extremely conversive with people in my industry. So like I can only take it in small doses. So like I recently just did this Christmas tour with Peter and Murray, and like at the beginning of it I was keying, I was having a drink, and then like by the second leg I found myself like almost like every night I would just like start pretty much like
fantasizing about your death.
I would just be, it would be me like in the corner, like on my phone, like people are talking to me and I don't even hear them, or like I'm playing like my Switch and I'm just like, I'm not here.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also because like, I don't know, I don't like group meet and greets. Like,
No, they're bad.
I want to meet my fans. I want to meet people who come to meet me. But the plus side about it is you get to perform your art for people who would have never seen you because they don't give two shits about you until they see you. And you know, like maybe like someone who has a lot of fans, like Miss Cracker, like her fans will come and be like, Cracker, Cracker, Cracker. Oh, well, now I like Aja too.
Yeah, sure.
So like that's the positive sides, but I think the negative side about it is really just the constant need to be in
social mode,
in a social climate with people.
Yeah.
There's certain people who are really good at it. Like Shay, I think is really good at it because Shay is so chill as a person, and she'll just come in, she can have a conversation with you, and then she'll like be chill, and then she'll just like do her own thing. But me, like I put myself in like the living room where everyone's talking, and then I'm there like just ignoring everyone, not trying to, but I'm like so disassociated that I'm like gone.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, so how do you feel?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
so you're a bitch. So you're a fucking pickle juice sucking douche water fucking
oh my God.
chugging
Okay,
piece
I have
of
something to say about
shit.
douche water.
Okay.
Oh, please.
So our last show on the Peter and Murray tour, I was almost late to my second set because I was talking about douche water outside. But I have to tell people, there's 4 types of water that you avoid in your life, and it is alligator water, crocodile water. No, I lied. That's one. It's alligator and crocodile water.
Okay.
Hot dog water.
Oh, yeah.
Broccoli water.
Broccoli water.
And douche water.
Douche water's below the others.
Oh,
What about
absolutely.
what about water in Mexico?
I think that's synonymous with hot dog water.
Hot dog water.
Oh, okay, sure. That's sort of under the umbrella.
And what is
of-
broccoli water?
Broccoli water just smells like ass.
Whereas the douche water,
I feel like, wait, is the water in Mexico bad?
well, Brian
Mary.
did just look at me a little shocked.
Mary, you don't drink the water in Mexico.
Can you catch like a worm?
All the worms.
Oh my
never
God.
You never seen Sex in the City movie?
Oh, yes. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Carrie shit her pants came out of her Mexicoma.
Oh, it was Charlotte.
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 Oh, okay.
Charlotte shit her pants and brought Carrie out of her Mexicoma. There you go.
Oh my God, yes.
So
Which Six in the City girl are you? I think that's
Broccoli?
what Brian was going to get to.
broccoli water. I'm gonna really have to mull this over. Are these metaphors?
Broccoli water is like, okay, you ever like left broccoli like on the stove?
Oh, like literal broccoli water?
Yeah, bitch.
Oh, but I'd like to think, what was the thing you thought that was a euphemism for?
Right. I thought they were all I thought they were all. I thought it was a
Wait, what did you think
metaphor.
hot dog water was?
I thought it was.
Rinsing your junk or something
Yeah,
like
maybe
that?
like,
no, that's
um,
like foreskin water.
I thought like
Oh,
that was
okay,
like
right.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure.
foreskin
I'm still
water
trying to
smells like a
figure out.
bathroom in the UK.
Hot dog water, broccoli water, and then
The douche water.
douche water.
That one you figured out.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah,
good,
that
good.
was self-explanatory.
Or the Dutch water, as
Yeah,
you know,
dish-
to borrow.
dish
yeah,
water.
Dish,
Dish water.
Yeah,
Dutch
yeah.
water. Oh
Dutch
no.
water. Don't you feel that Evian is a bit salty?
Who?
Evian water?
I only drink the what is it called? Essentia because it's alkaline.
Oh.
And I always get high like pHs of like acidity because I eat unhealthy
Okay.
and I'm probably dying.
Okay.
But the alkaline makes me feel like I'm doing something.
Okay, there you go.
It allows you to ignore the
Yeah.
creeping
I read
death.
it on the internet.
Maybe you should try taking a women's once a day multivitamin.
I used to.
Oh yeah,
I
Yeah.
used to, and it used to actually make me pee like a greenish yellow.
Love. That's how you know it's working.
And that's right. And that way you don't have to have that broccoli.
That's right.
Avoiding the smell.
Yeah, perfect.
Not asparagus water.
I think I was allergic to it.
A woman's once a day multi?
Yeah.
No.
Well, a multi can be kind of tough, especially on an empty stomach. But as we discussed with Willem, pure for men.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you betrothed? Do you have a significant other? You do, don't you?
Ty's
That's-
right there.
That's your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, let's just be clear. He's in the other room at the moment.
yeah, he's jerking off in the bathroom. How long have you been together?
A year and a half.
Oh, does he travel with you sometimes?
Oh no, like
No.
he's in my contract.
Oh, really? Okay.
I will not go there if he's not there.
Oh, okay. And how that must be like that must be so nice.
It's bittersweet because it's like great, but like it's
Yeah.
also like traveling with a partner is always gonna be hard.
it's
Sure,
because,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
But I think we do better than others that I've witnessed.
Yeah.
Balancing a work and business relationship because
Yeah.
he also like co-manages me.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I have like a very unnecessary like
Entourage
organized
people.
team.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. You fucking mess.
See, Diva,
Oh, yeah.
you want water in the dressing
Yeah.
room. You got to have
And no
people.
hot dogs. That's
oh
like a
my
whole
god!
thing.
Yeah, careful with
Good.
water. Yeah, only yeah.
So you've been together a year and a half, and you've been traveling that whole time.
Yeah, I went.
That's sorry to interrupt you, but it's like that is really impressive that you haven't blown up and killed each other.
Oh no, we have.
Okay.
I'm actually on my 4th life.
Oh, that's good. Well, as long as you're able to
Damn.
regenerate, that's
Oh my
what's
God.
important.
Oh yes.
How long into the relationship did you start the other relationship?
Which one?
What came first, actually, the business relationship or the?
Oh, I thought we were
romantic?
talking about something else.
We can get back to that. Yeah.
But a side note,
Y'all
Derek
gay? Y'all gay?
Oh, they're gay.
You fucking gay homo fucks. You fucking faggot pieces of shit. Gay motherfuckers. Homo motherfucker.
This happens with him. Sammy, can you get him another Coke? Because I think his sugar's low.
You're taking
and
your
it's
dirty dick and shove it up her asshole.
We love Tourette's.
Fucking your homo fag dick. Put it in his asshole. Fucking him.
You ass dick.
Faggy fucking. You faggy fucking his homo hole.
Yes.
Just breaking news.
I knew that. You look different. The beard. Yeah.
He started traveling with me like 2 weeks after we met.
That's great.
Like,
that's cool.
It was just kind of like, well, I'm on the road. Like, I literally was home for like a week, and then I went on Grindr. Then we went on a date, and then like we went on another date. Then that was it. Then I was just like, well, I have to go to LA because I have to do the reveal for All Stars and like do all these gigs. So like, you're coming with me.
Cool.
It just happened.
And you guys on the road do a lot of faggy fucking, homo fucking, homo, a lot of homo sex. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Me shaking her like.
Is that what you get up to? That's the kind of thing you like, you too? Yeah. Is that the
faggots?
Is that what's going on these days?
Sorry. We gotta cut that out.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, yes.
We gotta cut
it's gonna be a long bleep.
Yeah. Homophobia.
You're getting into that lately, Brian, right?
I've been loving
I think you're really, really ascending to new heights in that. And I want to commend you on your achievements.
Konnichiwa.
I think I got lucky though, because he's actually a really good business person, and like not even in a joking way. Like, he takes his job so seriously. Like, he'll show up and like, I'm set up, I'm ready. I don't have to argue with him about anything. Like, he knows everything I need done and how I want it done, and like I've never had a better assistant.
That's
like
lovely.
ever. And
lovely
like,
gal.
He's also not scared to bounce back at promoters, bounce back at other people. Like, when people are rude, he's like, I don't fucking work for you. I work for her, so don't give me this shit. Or like, oh, where's the rest of this money? Oh no, you're paying for that Uber. You're paying for that.
Now, are you more than ready to snap back at Aja when Aja maybe is getting a little? Yeah. Wait, hold on for those not in the room.
Yes, but only because like we have that relationship where it's like I'm not just an assistant.
You're also a homo fag.
A homo assistant.
A homo assistant faggoty fucker.
That's just one thing. It's important to be varied in your life.
Well, I remember like last month there was this whole thing because we had this flight from Calgary to Honolulu, and it's on Saturday. I was like, I'm not going to Honolulu from Calgary in coach no matter what. Like, on my birthday, I was like, it's not gonna happen.
And it was on your birthday, you said?
Yeah, and the flight that was booked was in coach, and I said, Ty, like, fix it, because I will not go. And but the thing is, it was sucked because we were in the middle of this like stupid fucking monotonous tour where it was the same schedule every single day, and I'm frustrated. I'm already like 2 vodka sodas in, and I'm like, fuck. And he's like, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, fix it. So that sort of thing will happen, and then like we'll just be sitting there. Like, honestly, and also not to mention, I land at 9:55 and my pickup is 11:15 for the gig.
No merit.
Oh, that's more than enough time.
No.
Right? Yeah.
But guess what?
No.
Guess what?
She fixed it.
We got the seats.
I found a solution. However, Aja did the execution.
Okay. Teamwork.
Well, look, however the sausage gets made, right?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Teamwork makes the
Imagine
dream work.
like flying 8 hours coach for your birthday.
The faggy shit.
You took a faggy shit.
Yeah, it's real easy to get all
faggy
uppity. Well, uppity about like the coach thing once you get to fly business class or first class, whatever, and then you kind of become quickly intolerant of any alternative.
Well, also the thing is like when you're extremely exhausted on no sleep and like, you know, you rely on your flights as a source of like for your sleep bank.
Sure.
And then what happens is that, you know, a lot of people don't want to pay for first class, but the fact of the matter is that like, my love, I may arrive dead.
Yeah.
I may arrive with a pneumonia. Like let's say I didn't sleep at all, and like the gig, and you know, sometimes the gig ends so fucking late.
Yeah.
And the flight the next day is an 8-hour flight.
Yeah.
You want me to show up and then like go straight to the gig? Like,
that's the worst.
Yeah,
it makes no sense.
And I hear some girls like getting in the starting to get in drag like on the way to the hotel from the airport. I was like, no.
I check my makeup into the suitcase, and it's staying in the suitcase till I get to the hotel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, fuck that
Like
shit.
I feel like one thing that's important is yes, professionalism.
Yeah, but it's not the Amazing Race.
But also your fucking health. Like, take care of yourself.
It's just drag, Mary. It's not. Yeah, nobody's like rushing to diffuse an atom bomb. It is like things can wait.
How do you know what we're doing?
Look, they're up to some secret business.
Yeah, well,
I told you I'm in the CIA of drag.
I know you are. You fucking homo fag.
He's upset because he applied and he didn't make the. Well, you know.
You fucking cum guzzling piece of shit.
I thought it was cum guzzling donkey dick sucker.
That's right.
He just can't stop with the compliments. That's the
pickle
thing.
Juice slurping,
barebacking
geezer fucking, jaywalking,
fucking
wood chip sucking.
You fuck Yetis for a living, you hairy fuck.
Lawn mowing, home foreclosing, piece of shit, motherfucking stamp collecting, bitch, cunt, faggoty, homo cunt.
Well, and on that
do you take EBT or not?
Well, after that, do you have any closing thoughts that you'd like to impart to the audience?
Any pearls of wisdom, you fucking bitch? No.
Honestly, I feel like I'm a dumb bitch. I can't really give advice to anybody.
I'm not talking about advice.
I say, look, follow my footsteps until it goes wrong, and then find a new role model.
There you go. How can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram at Aja The Kween with a K. That's AJATHEKWEEN. But Twitter, it's AJAQUEEN. Diversity. Find my music. Spotify, iTunes. I'm coming out with an album February 7th. Box office.
That's a great name.
Box office smash. Box office hit.
Much like the work of Sandy Bullock.
There you go. What do
Bird box office.
Hello.
Ooh, yes.
Hello.
Yes. You still have time to change the artwork.
Tweet.
No problem.
Tweet.
Tweet. It's Bird Box Office.
And it don't look. Listen.
Ooh, you got the whole marketing campaign all wrapped up.
Don't you dare look, but please have a listen.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
What are some of the track listings? Is that not publicly traded information?
Oh no, it is. I had a lot of fun putting.
What do we got? Number one.
Am I going in order?
Yes. Number one.
Love, I have to get my phone.
Oh no. Just put it.
Okay.
If he can't rattle it off, he doesn't believe in the album. That's the thing. That's the thing.
I have a track called Safari Zone. Featuring Cupcake.
Ooh.
I have a track called Clowns featuring Rico Nasty. I have a track called Kill Bill.
Ooh.
I have a track with Shea Coulee called Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh, that's great.
It's a very heavy media inspired movie box office. Come see my show.
Okay. Yeah.
Cohesion.
Is there a racist Asian character in the song?
Yes. Her name is actually Anne. It's short for something else.
Oh, konnichiwa.
What else? How many? Is this an EP, LP, or?
It's a full-length album, 18 tracks.
18 tracks?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Self-produced. I wrote every
ounce
of that album. Spent about almost 8 months working on it.
Holy shit.
18
tracks.
I actually just came here from finishing my last track today.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Do you ever lose your mind in the middle of the process since you do so much of it yourself?
I lost my identity at some point. I lost my soul. Like literally like
your wallet, shoes, everything, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think it's going to be a culture shock for people who have listened to my music before because it's a big departure away from what I was doing in order to pander to my fans and Drag Race fans because this album is a true reflection of me as a person and into my life.
Okay, so it's a flaming hot piece of shit.
No, it's a flaming hot Cheeto.
Why didn't you have me on the track? Listen, I mean, everybody knows that I can sing very well. I think people probably just a little intimidated.
I would actually just like to sample you farting and put it on loop.
I would never do something that vulgar, but
we might have hours of tape on that. Which
would you want to write the foreword like inside of the album?
Mary, that's a book.
But you could do it for an album. Imagine.
I'll write the acknowledgements. The little thank yous.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you to Katya Zamalajikova, Brian McCook.
Yeah. Thank you to all these homosexual faggot fucking fags. All right, no.
Well, that's the short version.
Yeah.
Well, and a little bit more about music. Who are some of your favorite artists? And you mentioned Gaga before. Any others that inspired you to become a musician / singer?
Well, I've been writing music for 8 years. I was doing music before I did drag, but I stopped doing music to do drag because I thought I had no future in music.
You don't, Mary.
Yeah, that's because I'm the present, bitch.
I'll see you at the Grammys, you fucking wood chip sucking fag.
I'll see you at the Hammies.
I just look at 18 tracks. That's incredible.
It was a mission. And like, I'm a big critic on myself. So like, if I showed it to someone and they said, I like that like one part, I would redo the entire song just because one person said they didn't like any part on it. And then I sent the album out to my publicist. I sent it out to like my friends, my family, and like, I kept doing it and kept rewriting and re-recording until everybody said there's nothing wrong with this album.
Sounds like you had a major people-pleasing problem.
Yes, I do.
This is a psychological. This is pathology.
I'm a perfectionist. So like the thing is, well, it's not people-pleasing necessarily. It's more of being able to impress people.
Perfectionista. That's a good one.
Are you a maxinista or a perfectionista?
I don't know. I'm still looking for my
just a
opportunity. Yeah.
Receiving praise from people, especially people who do music as well, or people in that sort of industry. It's fun. Like Rolling Stone covered my album.
The Rolling Stones covered your whole album.
Yeah.
I knew Mick Jagger was a homo.
You know, Mick Jagger came to see me and Milk in Chicago at Roscoe's once. It was so.
You're full of shit.
No, Ty, right? It happened.
You're full of shit.
Where I'm literally.
You're full of shit.
We're outside.
Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones.
Yes.
No, the other one.
Yeah, it was like.
He was dating one of Milk's boyfriends, friends, company, something.
So one of Milk's dance company.
Oh, Milk's boyfriend, who's a dancer, James Whiteside,
is in a company with Mick Jagger's baby mama, as Ty just related to us. And they were doing a show in Chicago.
Did he come in with an entourage?
Yeah, 2 girls.
Just that's it.
The security force.
We were, on security, and we were in the back. We're getting ready, and they were like, "We have to hold the show for 10 minutes." They're like, "Mick Jagger's coming." We're like, "What the fuck?" So he shows up, and then I got to fully do a burlesque number in front of Mick Jagger.
Holy shit!
And
that's incredible.
Even though the connection was through Milk, when it got posted in the press, they were like, "Aja attracts Mick Jagger."
I love that. That's amazing.
Have you ever seen Mick Jagger in drag?
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah. First off, the Stones did a video in '67 for Have You Seen Your Mother, Baby, Standing in the Shadows, where they were all in drag.
Oh, my
God.
God.
Mick has definitely been known to dip in and out of various costume boxes.
I bet he looks like a dog.
Oh, yes.
Oh, there's a fabulous one I'll pull up. Mick Jagger and Jerry Hall, both in drag. Jerry as a man and him as a lady. Let's see. Let me pull that up.
Damn. Dog show.
Oh, my God.
Slut.
This will be up on the Instagram.
Yeah. Slut.
Now, will you send us one of the tracks to? We like to close out the show with the song. Okay, terrific. Yeah. Do you know which one yet? Because you can tell us as the outro.
You know, like when you're playing like a game and you press random.
Oh, you just want to pick a random one?
Do we know when this will be released?
This will be in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, when is your album coming out?
My album drops February 7th.
Oh, it'll be before that. Wait, what's the date today?
Actually, hang on. I have a list. Let me go grab the list and I can tell you exactly the date.
Oh.
It is. No, you're right, Brian. We are in January right now.
Oh, God.
Taping this. What's the year?
I know.
So you can come on.
2019.
You did it.
Thank
you did it.
Thank
it's
you
only the third time that we had to ask you, and that's fabulous.
Thank you so much.
Pick a track that you'd like to close out with, one of yours or someone else's.
I can send you my latest single, Jacqueline Hyde, available on Spotify, iTunes, Nipple,
Google Play.
Yeah, Google Play, Pandora's Box.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Amazon? I think that LaBeija's track is available on
Amazon, Apple's on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you know what we also like to do? We like to have our guests ask a question for upcoming guests.
Yes.
Wait, did someone ask me a question?
No, I don't know if they did. What was it? The last guest was
LaBeija.
Who was the last guest? We had John Grant.
LaBeija was after.
No, John was the last one we taped with. But I don't know if we got a question. Although we can. Oh, I know. No, this is perfect. Let me just go back to the text and see what it is. Because John got it in too late for the buzzer with Willem. Therefore, did not ask Willem to carry on the game. However, we do have John's question.
I love math.
Yeah. Dear Aja, why the fuck are you so gay?
John Grant's question was, have you ever had an Earl Grey milkshake? And the other question is, what's the most ludicrous indulgence you've ever purchased for yourself that even at the time you were like, this is disgusting, but you kind of loved it. So pick either or both.
I've never had an Earl Grey milkshake. I don't even know what that is. That's a tea, right?
Yeah, it's a tea, and then you mix it in with a milkshake. And then, so the other question is from Jake Shears. What's the most ludicrous extravagance you've ever purchased for yourself?
It was definitely that, what was it, Van Gogh Louis bag that you bought when you were trying to buy something else.
No, I've indulged more than that before.
This is a Louis Vuitton
I indulged
purse?
more at Moschino for New Year's.
How much did you spend?
Well, everything was half off, so my purchase should have been $12,000.
But of course, because it's half off, why not take advantage of the...
But
You're saving money.
Exactly. You'd be losing money not buying more stuff.
Well, no, so my purchase ended up being like around $6,000, but I got like a cute outfit for New Year's.
There you go.
Isn't that all that matters?
Also, I was just like feeling the birthday splurge because I was just like, it's my birthday. And honestly, like I when I was like really poor, I would walk in everybody like, I want everything. And like now that I like actually have like a good income, I guess, like I go places, I'm like, I don't want nothing.
Sure,
yeah.
I got this sweater from there. I kind of just threw this one in there.
It's lovely.
I love this sweater.
Yeah.
Like I wear it to sleep, I drool on it, and then I have to wipe it in the morning.
It's lovely.
It's nice when you get a new thing that you're like, this is my favorite thing. I want to wear it.
I will
all day
literally
long.
abuse like clothing. Like if once I get it, I'm like, I don't want to take it off. I paid a lot of money for this.
Well, it's supposed to be worn.
And then you get sad when you have to wash it, which is why Brian...
I don't wash anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, he has a lot of life lessons we can all learn
I believe
from.
in that.
Oh, well, we're glad that you hopefully shower.
One day. We're working on it.
Yeah,
we're working on it. Now,
maybe one
to
day.
close out, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. I came twice. You just didn't see it the second time.
Love a good dry-gasm.
Well, his knees blocking my view, but it always happens that way, doesn't it?
And have a blessed day.
Yes.
Blessed day.
Daddy Don says that.
Yeah. Thank you next, bitch.
Oh.
Yeah.
In the famous words of Lizzo. Bye, bitch.
There you go. Goodbye.
Killed another gig, another paycheck, stormed the show. Now we need a rain check. Blocking these fools, starting frame check. Be aware, this ain't a fake hack. Compulsive as fuck, impulsively killing it. Wrist until duck, cause I am chilling it. What's my description? I don't know. Don't need a crown to see what's filling it. Put the metal on the metal when they're not on my level. They want to bedevil a metal, but that's whack. They be like Hansel and Gretel, walking fast to the shovel next to the devil, the kettle, and that's black. Looking feral and peril while they up in my kennel, posing in peril and rebel, and I'm back. I'm tired of settling, fettling, watch us flat like a freckle, shitting close to the speckle with my Mac. You mean the apple? Got them on their knees, we at the chapel. Looking at my lyrics like a game of Scrabble. This black magic ain't for you to dabble. I'm the fucking prime example of where you wanna be, ain't a sample. Full product, ammo's ample. Over an Aj and you won't get trampled. I gotta admit that I have a problem. Keeping my mouth shut, I am too solemn. Understand, I know my column. Like the creator, I am a goblin. Putting the lever, digging the clever, never looking for the next part. I want to sever, however, I'm not bad guy whatsoever. But I do bad things, so I guess whatever. Sometimes I'm Jackal. Sometimes I'm more like Hyde. Taking time, but I'm ready to explode, so you better run and hide. It ain't like Bonnie and Clyde. These two cannot collide. If they do, then the world will corrode, so they better not go inside. Target twisted more or less significant. Human dragon breathing fresh breath of peppermint. Get to rapping this and get these balls to lick. Lesson learned when they were cold as peppermint. Call the reverend. Losing friends again. Get to leveling. Feel so reckless. Mr. Strong with the body soft, so what they talking long? Get these hands for a necklace. Shiloh, stop. You know you can't really say what you want. Just think of all the respect that's lost. You wanna be right, but that comes with a cost. Just to the tomb with me and my dogs, trapped in the thousands of miles of rock. I'm ready to break free, just call Laura Croft. My mind ain't right, yeah, I choose to be wrong. And that's the best part. Move through the crosses, I'm right on my mark. Sleep all day, I was formed in the dark. Making these songs, trying to top all these charts. Maybe I'm too nice, got gold for a heart. Just to be famous and you die for the art. So I've room for these bitches, then I put it in park. Keep staying on the bullshit like I'm some kind of dark. Constantly trying to break free of these chains that you wrapped on me. I'm screaming loud, but somehow you sleep. With that and battle up shit's great. What happens when this shit leaks? Got you red handy, looking so meek. I'm now your master, get down on your knees. I'm built to entertain and you're built to please. Sometimes I'm Jackal, sometimes I'm more like Hyde. Taking time, but I'm ready to explode, so you better run and hide. It ain't like Bonnie and Clyde. These two cannot collide. If they do, then the world will corrode, so they better not go inside. I never said I'ma fit the mold. These bitches much attention, it means that you love me.
Cause they don't really want it, and with their ride in a form, then it's really frontin'. Going live in the dark, and I get them up and looking out at the crowd. Got them all jumping, smashing on their head, something like a pumpkin.
Sometimes I'm Jackal, sometimes I'm more like Hyde. Taking time, I'm ready to explode, so you better run and hide. It ain't like Bonnie and Clyde, these two cannot collide. If they do, then